What is Battlecourt Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
he
again.
Made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Sherry, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point
win.
set and match.
Point set and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battlecourt game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battlecourt Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battlecourt Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battlecourt Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Devils and the Warriors. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Fall 25 Battlecourt season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined as always by Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's matchup between the Devils and the Warriors. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Doing great, Andrew. Practices have looked great. High degree of energy here as we're, halfway through the season?
Yeah, just about halfway, maybe a little past halfway now. Either 6 or 5 game days left for most of the teams. And we have the Devils and Warriors tonight. Played previously one time back on September 18th. That game day was won 4-2 by the Warriors. Devils looking for redemption here. They get started with a Division II doubles match. That will be Etcheberry and Benny taking on Douglas and Manny. Battle of the Langhans brothers here, Benny and Douglas, to begin the game day. And these two teams did match up back on the 18th of September. Douglas and Manny won that first matchup, looking to complete the season sweep with a win here.
We are ready to begin our first match of the game day. Etcheberry has a serve for the Devils.
2 singles matches and 4 doubles on the slate today. I'm gonna get you the schedule between the sets.
Etcheberry serves. We begun. Benny from the 13 line. Backhand to the inside. Manny's there. Robote left side with a light touch. Etcheberry advances. He's got it on the costado. Rifles it inside.
Oh.
What a scoop by Manny. Ball tipped in the front court. First point of this match goes to the Devils, Etcheberry and Benny.
Wow, what a great catch by Manny to get things started,
Tremendous.
though. I mean, Etcheberry whipped it to the inside from the costado. It stayed low. It was close to the wall, but Manny just stopped it dead in its tracks. What a play.
Difficult scoop to make, and he made it well. It's a backhand by Manning. Rote, that's the rebound off the back wall, played on the forehand of Douglas. Benny is there. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Robote again, rebound coming out to the forehand of Douglas. Caught in the air by Benny at the 11 line. Low runner, scooped up deep in the backcourt by Manning. Benny from the 13 line, backhand to the inside. Douglas back to the 9. Returns it hard. Great catch by Douglas. Powerful backhand follows. Rote forehand by Etcheberry. Rote saved by Benny. Douglas has it at the 5 line. Back to the inside. Benny was up there, made the catch. Split placement. Manny was up there, juggling on the catch of Manny. Good court positioning by all players. A juggle by Manny. That's a second point for Etcheberry and Benny.
Well, really good start here for Manny overall. I mean, he's made a number of difficult catches already. That one a little more to the outside. He's on the move here.
The fact that the positioning up there, you see the bobble right there.
Yeah, it cuts back in on him. And you see the bobble. Pretty clear. Good call there by the back judge.
But getting out there to stop the split placement, that's, you know, that's one of the things we were talking about. You know, perhaps more split placements would be working. We'd be seeing more of them. In that case, backcourt was out there. Good duck by Douglas. Here's a catch by Douglas. Backhand. Thrown low and hard, and Etcheberry gets in there with the left side. Manny at the 13. Benny from the 12 to the inside. Manny takes it in the air. Backhand. Along the wall to the backhand of Benny. Robote. Rebound. Kicks out to the 5 line. Fire on the forehand of Douglas. Grabbed a piece of the wall. Came in on Etcheberry. That's a point for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Yeah, one of the new features of this court, too, for Etcheberry, I mean, you get some Magic City bounces, which is an unnatural bounce off the side wall. Just comes up and in on him a little more than he's expecting here. See that hesitation, like he's setting up on the left side.
And then looks back at the wall like, what just happened?
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
court familiarity. You'll get it. Actually, we refer most of our players to Inaki. He's got this love-hate relationship with the side wall. Mostly hate. Here's a catch by Benny, backhand from the 10 line. But the sidewall hasn't been like worst, like Nicholas. Nicholas has gotten the worst of the sidewall
Early
in
in
those
his
Magic
career.
City bounces.
Oh, my.
Kubala as well. A couple to the head, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
Powerful forehand by Benny. Robote by Douglas to the inside, crossing the wall. What a catch by Benny, pulling that off the sidewall. Here's Manny at the 11. Etcheberry from the left side. Costado 2-all will score. That is a third point for Etcheberry and Benny of the Devils. Etcheberry serves.
Well, that was part of the scouting report when he first came over, is he's got a really good costado 2-wall. It took him, a couple weeks to start to open it up and throw it with confidence, but
These
that's
last
a
2
good
weeks,
example.
we have been seeing so many thrown by him so well.
And Douglas is, one of the fastest guys on the roster, so if he can't get out to it and he's stopping, I don't think anyone's going to get to it. That's a great sign for Etcheberry.
Catch by Benny, backhand to the inside. Douglas. Low and hard. Etcheberry, hop on the wall, tip the ball. 2 points for Douglas and Manny. Douglas has the serve.
And just just gets a little more complicated when you try to make those catches, you know, off the ground. You know, it's all about timing at that point, too. You bring another element into the catch, and you see a tip there. Douglas working quickly. Good hard serve. An ace.
The ace will score for Douglas. We're tied up 3-3 in the first set. Douglas serves for the Warriors.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine trying to announce off the ground. You know, it would be hard, right?
Yeah. I couldn't do it.
I couldn't either. So, same thing with Jai-Alai. It's probably the worst example I've ever come up with, but it made sense at the time.
I do my best work when my 2 feet are planted firmly on the ground.
I'm glad. Be safe, Andrew, at all times.
Always.
Here's the catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. Ooh. Benny, what a catch. That was a bullet coming in on the left side. Benny stopped it.
Really was.
Powerful backhand by Benny. What a catch. A backhand 2-all. Oh, Manny gets out there to make the play. Forehand return. Benny stops it on the bounce. Great catch by Manny. Comes back over the top. Big bounce. Brought down by Benny. What a catch. Another backhand 2-all. This one caught by Douglas. The cortada by Douglas. Stopped by Benny. Benny's going to the outside, and Manny takes it in the air. Rebote by Benny. Point still alive. Douglas has it on the forehand. Cortada rifled in. Benny stops it. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out.
Stopped 2 cortadas on this point alone.
Rebote left side by Benny. Douglas has it. He winds up. Costado 2-all will score. What a point played by all 4 players. 4 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves. 2 backhand 2-balls in the same point. And what was the other thing you said?
Benny stopping 2 of these cortadas, too. I mean, the backhand 2-all, if you don't throw a good one, you better be ready to stop the cortada because it's coming, and Benny does so here, and that's the first time.
Look at that, and goes right into the coast. It's just a beautiful catch.
And a little bit later on does the same, too. But Douglas on the 2-all, you love when he plays aggressively.
Absolutely.
That opened up wide. Etcheberry couldn't get to it. And another ace.
That is the ace for Douglas. 5 points for the Warriors. Possible set point.
I don't know if it's just me, but usually on the serves, I mean, you can tell basically when it hits the front wall. Like, it's kind of the angle at which it's hitting the front wall. Where is it going to cross? What's the height? And a couple of these serves for Douglas have been low, right on the wall, and gotten 2 aces.
Excellent catch off the strong serve by Benny. Yeah, I believe someone sneezed. Manny, great catch behind the 12 and 13. Big backhand clears the overhead screen. Rebote forehand. Right back to the corner. That was a tremendous throw, and it scores. It's a 4th point for Etcheberry and Benny of the Devils. Still possible set point for Warriors, Douglas and Manny.
Complicated Rebote. I mean, that touched a lot of surfaces late, and also looked like for a second maybe that was going to hit the overhead screen too. You see Douglas watching it the whole way. He's set up at the 7 line, and then at the last moment, see how he lunges back for it, goes down, and just can't time it up right.
Nothing easy about it. Backhand by Manny, caught near by Benny. Rebote to the left side of Douglas. That's on the wall. Benny picks it off, backhand to the inside, and Manny's there again. Benny from the 11 line.
Right in the corner.
Forehand Rebote saved by Douglas. Benny sets up at the 9 line. Backhand low and hard and caught down low by Manny. Great catch. Big backhand. Benny from the 13. Manny takes it in the air at the 11. Etcheberry will keep that on the left side. Backhand, powerfully thrown. Rebote forward. Douglas comes out, line drive. Catch on the forehand of Etcheberry. Etcheberry sends it back. Catch on the forehand of Manny. Douglas with a leap. Gets the catch. Hard throw. Caught down low by Etcheberry. Rebote to Douglas. Douglas to the inside. Benny takes it on the bounce. Cortada by Benny. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas. Little clip off the sidewall. Benny's got it on the forehand. Another cortada. Stopped by Manny. What a catch by Benny, running backwards into the sidewall. Manny from the 11 line. Benny has it on the forehand, mid-court. Over the top goes Manny. Benny now from the 12 line.
Oh.
Douglas has this on the backhand. Powerful, powerful backhand caught by Benny. Rebote forehand by Douglas to the inside. Etcheberry sits up for the rebote. Douglas picks it. Costello inside. Scoop by Benny. What a scoop. The cortada attempt caught the pad. Point and set for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set.
Oh, really well played there. I mean, just a few more unforced errors, though, for both sides than you'd like to see. You know, particularly from the Devils side, I mean, 2 aces from Douglas, and then that cortada goes into the pad. That's half the points in the set. Basically given to them. I mean, good serves by Douglas there, but still not expecting that many aces at this level, and really strong play by the Warriors.
You're watching Battlecourt live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches.
Well, on that first game day back on the 18th of September that the Warriors won 4-2, there's only 2 of the matches played tonight that were repeats. So on the Devil side of things, get some fresh matches, some new teams out there, and hopefully change up that game day result. Devils right now at the bottom of our standings, only 3 points so far this season. You got the Warriors right now tied for second place with the Fireballs, squarely inside the playoffs.
So you allowed to tell us where you were Friday night?
Am I allowed to? No, Stu, I was out for a wedding. How'd it go here? I know the Warriors were in action, and then that 3-3 tie against the Renegades, huh?
It's all kind of a blur, actually. As long as you had a good time, Andrew, that's all that counts.
I tuned in as much as I could, and I tell you what, people were giving me some grief. I said, turn it off.
Were they giving you grief about that, or because obviously I know you're forbidden
Maybe they
from
didn't
betting,
like the
I am
announcer.
too, so they're like, oh my God, this guy's got a real problem.
It could have been.
He's at a wedding looking for a... No, he can't.
What's he wagering?
He can't. Not on Isla.
No.
I'm really just watching my friends.
It was good still. Did you have fun?
Here?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was a fan. Friday nights
I heard
are always...
the play was phenomenal.
Friday nights are always a great night here at Magic City. This Friday night will be no different. And yeah, Scott came back and we had a nice chit-chat, and overall it was just fun. Great play on the court, good audience, and we missed you.
Oh. Happy to be back, Stu, and that's it.
Happy to have you
back. I hope for a while.
A while? But we'll discuss it after. Second set ready to begin. Etcheberry serves. Here's a backhand by Manny. Rebote forehand fired. Wall to wall. Manny stops it on the 13. Ball tipped. First point of the second set goes to Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
Really tough way to start off the set if you're Etcheberry. I mean, just trying to get it going a little more. Take one off the sidewall, set up a shot opportunity, and just drops his first one of the day.
It's a powerful serve by Douglas, crossing the service box. What a catch by Manny, deep in the backcourt.
He's really played well so far. I mean,
forehand, Rebote takes off, hits the overhead screen, out of play. Second point for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
You know, and for Manny, at least when I watch him, look at those first couple catches. Is he confident? That first scoop that comes his way, I mean, he made it right away. That was a difficult one. Felt like it was going to be a pretty good day, and he's delivered from that point on.
Manny from the 13 line, backhand to the inside. Benny, beautiful catch going into the corner. Keeps that away from the overhead screen on the backhand. Into the corner again. Benny comes out. Etcheberry, backhand. That's a low bullet. Stopped on the forehand of Manny. Backhand now by Benny. Rebote dropping. Saved by Douglas. Etcheberry moves to get in there. Rips this one outside. Douglas got assessed on it. That scores. That's a point for Etcheberry and Benny of the Devils. Etcheberry serves. I mean, Douglas throws hard. Etcheberry throws hard as well. I mean, look at Etcheberry. He was eyeing this ball. Winds up.
It just goes straight outside with it. Even Nicholas in the back, yeah.
Yeah.
He was backing up and out of the way, too.
The screen will protect him. He knows that, but he didn't want, don't even want to get close.
That's how fast it was coming in.
Here's the backhand to the inside. Benny on the catch. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Benny catches it in the air. Rebote left side. Douglas, what a catch at the 8 line. Manny will take this on the bounce. Forehand from the 12. Benny steps up, takes it in the air. Backhand, lower and harder. Douglas looking for Rebote. He makes the save. At the side wall, Benny from the 10. Benny comes over the top, crosses the wall. Manny stops it outside. Placement perfectly executed by Manny to score. 3 points for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
When I look for in a shot,
timing.
how far away is the defense from the ball? I mean, you can practically build a whole other fronton between where this ball is and where the Devils were standing. I mean, look at how much space both to the inner third of the court.
That was tremendous.
He's mixing in some offense, too. It's been a great day for Manny so far.
Douglas on the catch, backhand, blasted from the 7 line, and Benny's there. Backhand by Douglas. Rebote kicking all the way out to the 4 line. Douglas rifles it low and hard. That's dropping. Benny makes the save. It's to the outside. Douglas with control. Cortada will score. 4th point for Douglas and Manny of the Warriors. Douglas serves.
We'll go back a few throws earlier where Benny just blasted that backhand. I mean, got Douglas on the move, but effectively set up just a perfect opportunity on this Rebote. And Benny lays it up. Douglas to the outside. That's a difficult
That's a tough catch.
I mean, I'm surprised he went for it, but he had a lot of confidence, and then the Cortada is just perfect.
Fault under serve. Battlecourt rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Ball stayed back to the inside after the serve. Benny makes the catch. Here's Manny from the 12. Back to the inside over the top. Crossing the wall. Benny's there. Etcheberry calling for the Rebote. Puts it inside beautifully. And it's tipped in the backcourt. That's a 2nd point for Etcheberry and Benny of the Devils. Etcheberry serves.
Let's see how Manny responds to that miss. I mean, I feel like that's really the only one that he could have brought in. Got called for a juggle outside the first set, but he has been flawless pretty much all day in the backcourt. Gives the Devils a little bit of life, though. Just their 2nd point of this set.
Backhand by Manny. Rebote, the rebound comes out. Etcheberry puts to the inside. Douglas is there. Backhand again. Etcheberry looking for the Rebote at the 5 line. To the inside it goes. Manny up high. Rebote left side by Etcheberry. No play for Douglas. Manny's there. Manny at the back wall. Stops it on the forehand. 2-all. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas reaches out. Here's another Cortada. That scores.
Wow.
5 points for Douglas and Manny here in the 2nd set. This is possible match point.
I mean, that's just about as good as it gets with the Cortada. I mean, there's not a lot of daylight between that ball and the pad.
Well, and you can see how many of them we've been, I mean, that front pad is beat to hell over there over the M and the A. You see that? That's not from drop shots.
No. The way he crouches down to throw it to it. Uh-oh.
Backhand 2-all tipped. 3rd point for Etcheberry and Benny of the Devils. Still possible match point for Douglas and Manny.
Yeah, and I can imagine Douglas was thinking about another cortada that probably could have ended the match right there if he made that catch. Just got to make sure the ball's firmly in the basket. As the Devils their third.
Powerful backhand. Robote coming out. Robote by Etcheberry. Douglas gets in there. Great catch at the 9. Bending out from the 13 to the inside. Manny advances to take it in the air. Robote left side by Douglas. High, looking for the big bounce. Taken in by Benny. Great catch at the sidewall. Manny from the 12. Over the top. Benny makes the catch. Cortada. Stopped by Manny. Manny on the backhand. Benny comes out, makes the catch. Picala, big bounce. What a catch in the corner by
Manny. Got
Manny.
up that time.
Cortada, stopped by Benny. Benny on the backhand, right to the corner. Oh, that's a tough one, and Manny caught it again. Ball tip, point, set, and match. Straight set victory for the Warriors, winning it 6-4, 6-3.
And the Warriors strike first here in this Tuesday night game day. Douglas and Manny get their 4th win of the year and first point up on the board for their side. Coming up next, we'll go to Division 6 doubles. Kubala and Rock take on Correa and Gallo.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
There are winners, Douglas and Manny over the DraftKings Players Cage. Congratulations, guys. So last time you played Etcheberry and Benny, just a totally different team experience-wise up there in the front court. What was the game plan today to get your team on that board first?
Yeah, I think the game plan is the same as me and Manny always have. You know, we're going to play our game, not try to do too much, and when I have the shot in the front, throw it. Manny played an incredible game. That was one of the best games I've seen Manny play in a while. And like you said, Etcheberry and Benny, they're a different team now. Etcheberry had a little bit of adjustment period to get used to the court, but he's fully adjusted now, and he played a lot better. But me and Manny did our thing, and I'm super happy we started off the game today with the win.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how do you feel about the backcourt, but you answered it. Great play, Manny. Good win for you guys, and congratulations on that win. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go.
Coming up next, we will see Kubala and Rock. A little bit of a win streak there, 2 in a row. They will take on Correa and Gallo. Kubala and Rock just 2-5 in the regular season, coming off of a few wins, though, and you got Correa and Gallo 5-1 for the best record in Division 6. Ready to go with our second match of the day, Division 6 doubles. Kubala and Rock against Correa and Gallo. Okay, not one of the matches that was played in the previous game day between these two. Kubala and Rock, though, looked a lot different coming off of those 2 wins against Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireball. See if they bring some of that confidence into this matchup.
No question about it, Andrew.
Kubala serves. We begin our second match. Gallo opens up with the right side. Cut off in the middle of the court by Kubala. Floats this one over Gallo. Robote left side. Laid up. Kubala moves in. Reaches up high. Makes the catch. Drops it at Correa's feet. Oh, but what a great pickup by Gallo there in the backcourt.
Clean miss in the front. Great catch in the back.
This one dropping inside. Gallo steps up and sends it deep. Rock able to step in there with the right side. Cuts it off. Fires it low. Correa makes the stop, shoots a cortada. Kubala on it, though. Gets there before it crosses the sidewall. Catch by Kubala. Back of the 9 line. Floats it up. That one dropping. Now Gallo. Low runner inside. Scooped up. Kubala tries to send it deep. Gallo waiting for it. Back at the 12. right side to the inside. Kubala lines it up, sends it high. That one kind of died again. Gallo steps up, makes the play. Scoop by Rock, back in the corner. Sends this one high and hard. Gallo steps back, cuts it off for the left side. Well, Rock running out of real estate there, missed it in the corner. That's a first point to the Warriors, Correa and Gallo.
Nothing easy about that. Rock trying to catch the ball on the bounce as it's going into the corner. But he really has, I mean, he's been playing super well the last couple of outings for the Devils. Great catches, keeping the ball away from the overhead screen.
Yeah.
But they're just ran out of court.
Rock keeps this one low. Correa reaches in with the left side, sends it deep. Bote's coming out. Kubala from the 8 line, hooked it just above the pad. Correa moves in. Floats up the backhand, tries to put it on the wall.
Catch.
Rock comes flying in, makes the catch, clears the screen. Now Gallo. A little deeper in the backcourt, right side, right on the wall. Kubala's there to pick it off. Now Correa has to go to a knee, lays up the rebote. Kubala moving in from the costado. Inside placement, scoop, missed. That is a point for the Devils, and we're tied up.
See on the replay there the importance of keeping that ball next to the sidewall. Sets up really different catches, particularly different difficult scoops.
Oh, hard serve is an underserve. First fault. Second serve coming up. Serve dropping. Gallo picks it off of the 11, sends it deep. Rock not going to let him pass, though. Reaching behind him, makes a catch, and floats one up along the wall. Gallo stops another one. Rock puts it on the wall again. Gallo gets back inside. Backhand. Hard throw, kicking out to the right side of Rock now. Gallo picks it up on the bounce. Forehand coming right up the middle. Kubala steps back, cuts it off, and sends it deep. Dropping into that corner, Correa alone for the rebote, makes a save. Kubala runs around him, shoots it low to the inside. It's dropping, but Correa gets there just before that second bounce. Rock from the 10, that's a hard one. What a catch, crashing into the sidewall. Floats it back, now Kubala from the 8. Gallo from the 12 line, higher and harder. This one passes. Kubala saves the rebote. Correa's feet lets it pass now in the backcourt. Gallo, low runner inside. One-handed scoop made by Rock. Then Gallo to 13, over the top to the outside. Is outside. Placement will score. Gallo from the backcourt gives his Warriors a 2-1 lead.
Well done by Gallo. Catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw. Saw the outside of the court open. Threw an outside placement. Really well done. Tremendous catch there. Yeah,
huh?
It's a great catch by Correa. And that scoop.
Rock waits on the serve. Backhand from the 11. Keeps this one low. Correa steps in front of it, though. Rock now at the 10. Good control. Correa reaching up on the right side. Comes over the top. Looking for the big bounce. Rock navigating back. Stops at the 13. Now Gallo over the top again, looking for that big bouncer. Kubala steps in front of it, cuts it off, floats it deep. Now Correa on the rebote. Right up the middle, Kubala steps back on the bounce from the forehand. Crosses the wall, it's dropping, rebote. Saved by Gallo, Kubala gets back in. Gallo beyond the 13 line, that one caught the corner. Kubala cuts it off, floats it up, puts it on the numbers, and Gallo takes it right off. Rock didn't want it, lets the rebote come out. Kubala hooked it, stays inside. Now Correa shoots an outside placement that scores. Philo from Correa makes it 3-1.
Correa's been doing well with that. shots to the outside, and of course catches at the side wall. Overall, shot development from his left side has been excellent.
Just sneaks it by. Hard serve crossing. There's Rock. Lines it up. Sends it back on the wall. That one tipped. Well played by the Devils. They get their second point.
Heard Correa saying afterwards, that was on me. That'll come out to the rebote. Not by much. Or Gallo can move up on the ball to make the catch.
Gallo left side, sends it high and deep. Kubala waiting for it at the 8, turns Rebote inside. Gallo looking forward on the back end, lays it up. This one floated in the corner by Kubala. Rebote to the inside. Here's Rock. Gallo now from the 12 line, forehand to the inside. Rock running out of space, makes the catch, sends the forehand high off the front wall. Drops between the Warriors. That's a tough pickup deep in the backcourt by Gallo. Another backhand, medium height, puts it on the wall. Correa right there. Good foot speed to get under it. Now Rock again, same spot at the 12 line. Kind of plays this one more up the middle. Now a forehand from Gallo. Three-wall play, Kubala in position, saves the Rebote. Correa steps in front of it again, winds it up, shoots it low and hard, scooped up by Kubala. Correa again to the inside, Kubala. Another forehand, this one over the top, Correa. Stops it in the air at the 8 line, sends it back, Tennessee, foot on the wall, rather Rock comes down with the ball. Forehand to the inside there, crossing again, Rock reaches up high. Gallo drops it above the pad. Kubala, inside placement. Caught the pad. On the way down, any part of that pad is bad. That's now 4 points for the Warriors.
Looked like Kubala was trying to take a little bit off of it, which would afford not so much a drop shot, but just doing something that would force Correa to move up on the ball. Again, flirting with that pad. Hit it.
Hard serve is an ace. Sneaks by on the inside. That gives the Warriors 5 points and a possible set point.
A lot of power on Correa's right side, crossing the service box and the side wall. Well done.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve there is good. Rock tries to pass. No, Gallo reaching up blindly overhead to make that play. Rock inside at the 10 line, keeps this one low on the wall. Gallo gets it. Leaping grab, Rock now from the 11. Puts it inside along the wall. Correa's got to come back for the Rebote. Makes the save. Now Kubala. Tough pickup inside. Backhand. Takes the Warriors outside, but look at Gallo. Then a carom follows, but it kicks out of play. 3 points for the Devils. Still going here in our first set.
They have a couple points to play with, and Gallo certainly can land that shot. He hasn't. I mean, he had a problem with that the other night as well.
Forehand pass right off the bat. Now Kubala alone for the Rebote. Lays it up. Correa from the 7 line to the inside. The Cortada comes in low, and Rock makes the catch. Gallo back at the 12. Sends it up. Rock ranging back, takes it in. Same spot. A little bit harder. Gallo now at the 13. Floats this one high. Takes Rock out of it. Kubala backpedaling into position. Sends the Rebote up. Correa keeps it on the left side. His backhand right on the wall. Past Rock. Rebote for Kubala. Correa moving in. Kubala running back for this one. Turns it to the outside. Correa with a nice high scoop. Backhand. Tries to beat Kubala inside, but he picks it right off. Robote dying. Kubala not gonna get there. Point and set. Correa and Gallo win it 6-3, 2 minutes. Come back and play set number 2. So, Correa and Gallo there. It's been a strong season for this Division 6 team of the Warriors, and another one right there, 6-3. They take that opening set. Over here in the cage with top 2 players. See Douglas on the left there, Alex on the right. And of course, Correa and Gallo both. That 5-1 record this season. Only loss was against Joseph and Cabrera, which Kubala and Rock have beaten twice in a row. So, you know, do the math there. Transitive property of sport doesn't always, you know, work out. But in this case, the Devils have been playing great in the second half of their season, even though they started off 0-5, and never know how a team can turn it around. We've seen some pretty dramatic things in the history of Battlecourt, and with the talent on that team, and Kubala in the front court, still learning that position, and when Rock figures things out in the back, that's a tough team. Playing like it the last few weeks. In that first set, all Warriors there, 6-3. Stu was talking about the development in Correa's game, and you just see, I mean, so much activity from both sides. I mean, the right side, of course, we always talk about that power, but the left side too, his shot making, his catching. I mean, we say a lot of the same things every day, but it's really just great to see a player develop in such a great way. And then Gallo too, I mean, can't say enough about his improvement with his catching. I mean, slow start for him in the season. Hasn't been great in Gallo and Manny in Division 4. That team 0-6, but got to give him credit for stepping out in this division, wiping the slate clean, clearing his mind, and coming out and playing some really good highlight here in the backcourt to the tune of that 5-1 record. And coming up next, we will see Nicholas and Douglas in singles, then Benetrix against Julian in singles, so 2 singles in a row. Then we'll go back to doubles. Division 4, Nicholas and Kubala will take on Gallo and Manny. And then the finale today will be Benetrix and Benny against Alex and Julian. So those will be the remaining matches in order tonight. We're ready into our second set of our second match. It will be Kubala and Rock with the serve when we begin set number 2. We are ready to begin our second set. Kubala and Rock will serve to Correa and Gallo. There's a serve. We begin set 2 with a tip ball in the service box there. That's going to get the Devils on the board quickly here. Start off our second set.
If you're intent on going for it, move forward even in the service box. Got to stay within the box or right up on that 4 line. When you start having to reach for the serve, just let it go. You got a good back quarterback there, able to make the catch.
That is an underserve. First fault, second serve for Kubala. Second serve is good. Gallo picks it up on the right. Sends it inside, crosses the wall. 3-wall play. Kubala saves the rebote. Correa waiting for it on the outside. Keeps it high. Rock running with it. He gets there. Makes a nice catch. Gallo over the top, looking for the big bounce. Rock goes up,
Great
way up.
catch.
Secures it. Correa moved in, clean miss up in the front court now. Gallo back beyond the 12. Caught in the middle of the court, here's Rock. Now Correa from the 8, floats one up. Rock takes it off the sidewall, in the air, backhand. Kick it up and out. Long rebote now, played at the 7 line, dropped inside, Kubala. Floats it up, Gallo picks it off deep in the corner. Now here's Rock just beyond the 11 line, high to the inside, Correa looking for that rebote. It's a tough one right on the wall. Kubala makes a great catch, shoots it inside. Look at Gallo stepping up, makes the play just before the second bounce. Now a tough rebote, Rock goes to the floor, but it does not clear the overhead screen. Correa and Gallo get their first point, we're tied up.
Rock's been having much better luck with that overhead screen. Keeping the ball away from it on some of those powerful backhands that he throws. That one, though, fall down rebote, tricky.
Oh, what a tough grab by Kubala. Secures the catch. Now Gallo from the 11 puts it back inside. Rock waiting for it in the backcourt. Rebote forehand, caught the corner, opens up. Kubala, 2-wall to the outside. Correa couldn't scoop it up. It's a second point for the Devils. They're back in front.
Don't see Correa making a lot of scoops like that. Usually he'll have the cesta out in front of him.
That's an underserve. Second one coming up. Second serve is good. There's Gallo with the left side again. That clears the screen. Kubala cracks it down at the 6, puts it inside. Gallo handles right off the side wall. Kubala, oh, that one sticks inside. Correa stays with it, makes the catch, floats it up. Rock back there at the 12. High and hard coming into that corner. Rebote forehand, pushed up the middle. Kubala, tough catch, ranging back overhead. Gallo to the inside. Rebote, now for Kubala, turned up at the 7. Correa reaches in again, cuts it off, sends it back. There's Rock. Now Gallo with a blind catch overhead, sends it high off the front wall. It's 3, Kubala gets back in there, makes the save, comes right to Correa on the outside. Oh, that one tipped up overhead. Kubala went for it and just knocked it down. We are tied 2-2.
He did get assessed on it. So if you can touch it, you can catch it, usually. But that was pretty far behind him. Nothing easy about the catch.
Long rebote there. Correa turns it up at the 6 at Kubala's feet. Makes a tough grab. Oh, that open to the outside. Correa sends it up. Rock all alone. He stops it in the corner. Rebote again. Correa turns it from the right side. Rock picks it up high. Backhand. That caught the overhead screen. Just out of play. That's now 3 points and the lead for Correa and Gallo.
Whereas that was something that had plagued his backhand from previous seasons. That one, not in the last couple weeks.
No, it looked like he gave that one a little extra, too.
Extra oomph. But he oomphed it into the overhead screen. Less oomph.
What a catch. Rock just got in there before it crossed. Sends it back. There's Gallo waiting for it beyond the 13. Catch inside here by Rock. Backhand stays low. Look at Correa going up for it. Cuts it off at the 9 line. Now Rock. Backhand low to the inside. Cut off overhead. Great play by Correa. And it's tipped. Leads up to 2 now for the Warriors here in our second set.
It's one thing to make that catch that Correa just made, but to throw it as well as he did, that was really surprising. Very well done.
Ooh, Kubala's got this serve, though. Backhand. Takes Gallo out of it. Correa all alone for the rebote. Drops it inside. Crosses the wall up high. Here's Rock. Gallo steps up. Low runner inside. Rock goes down. Picks it off in the air. Nice read. Gallo now. High off the front wall. Dropping at Rock's feet. Picks it up off the floor. Shoots a cortada from the backcourt. Correa steps in. Makes the play. Backhand floated up at the 11. Gallo comes over the top looking for the big bounce. Kubala stepped in front of it. Sends it up the middle. Gallo again. This time sidearm play looking to pass. He does. Rock out of the way. Kubala alone saves the rebote. And what a scoop by Correa. Kubala timed it up perfectly. Makes the catch. Back inside. Correa takes it on the bounce. That one right on the wall. It scores for Correa. That is 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point here for the Warriors.
You know, Rock is, again, he's been spot on that one. At the sidewall, a difficult catch. Kubala was calling him off to let it go. It's not mandatory that you let it go. It's just Kubala felt he had the better play on it. May have.
Kubala, to the inside with the drop shot. That'll score. 3 points and the serve.
That was, the drop shot was still way too high in the air for a drop. Inside placement?
Yeah, I think that would be more of a
Well, we'll see here in a second.
shot.
Let's see how high it is.
No,
Okay,
I mean,
so.
I think it was pretty high here. I mean, look at the throw.
First bounce, first
I mean,
bounce was past the 4 line. Now that's definitely inside
shoulder
placement.
level
Yeah.
at the 6.
Yeah.
But still a tough one to handle that high.
Absolutely.
Kind of floating.
Close to the sidewall, tough play.
Long rebote for Kubala. Gets it into the backcourt, but Gallo makes the catch. Low runner, Rock all alone. He got to scoop it up, and he does. Rebote comes shooting off the back wall. Turned by Correa. Kubala makes the stop. Floats it up again. That just does clear the screen.
Oh,
Rebote is hooked into that pad. That is bad. That brings the Devils to 4 points.
no lead is safe. Really? 5-0, second set? Not safe. 5-1, 5-2.
Gallo takes that serve. Strong backhand there. Kubala takes off early, stops at the 5 line, high to the inside. That passes. Correa's rebote is saved. It's floating inside. Both Devils there, but Kubala called him off at the last moment. Gallo to the inside, looking for the big bounce. That's between them, and it scores for the win. Points, set, and match. Correa and Gallo ended in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4. And the second win already on the game day for the Warriors. 2-0 lead as we head into match 3. Division I singles between Nicholas and Douglas. That's coming up next. See the players make their way off the court right now. 6-1 for Correa and Gallo, top of Division 6. Let's take a look at some replays here from our second match. Correa and Gallo, what a beautiful catch there. Correa, I mean, that's right on the sidewall still, and he makes a great play.
That scoop by Rock, just
One hand.
Just really well done. Gallo, not making mistakes. Some of the mistakes that we've seen in the past, this outside placement was perfectly timed. Guys in the players' pit getting out of the way, which is kind of what they need to do.
Yeah, when he's charging downhill, I mean, that net will give a bit, so. And the players sit pretty close. Serve coming in here. on the wall, beats him inside. Well done. Lost his footing there on the backhand, but then what
Beautiful
a scoop
high
there.
scoop.
Left side of Correa, too. We talked about how well that's been working for him. Continues to improve. There's another catch there. Backhand to the inside, and it's right on the side wall.
Right where it needs to be. Tough catch.
Kubala here, there's that drop shot. Not all too droppy, more of an inside placement, but it does score. And then here, Picata, that's the intent here. Big bounce, so Kubala's a little indecisive. Rock's going back, and he's got to be moving. Yeah,
It's on the wall.
just about a perfect throw there for Gallo to close out the match. Straight set victory for the Warriors, their second of the game day. Let's take a look here at our season standings now. You see them at the bottom row, and that game day score, 2-0 in favor of the Warriors. As we said, Warriors coming into today tied with the Fireballs for second place. We got our winners over in the DraftKings Players Cage, Correa and Gallo. Congratulations, guys. Top record, now 6-1 in Division 6. What do you think when you hear that, Gallo?
Well, I mean, today's victory came from, we decided to spend Sunday together at a vineyard. A couple glasses of Sauvignon Blanc, and we had a charcuterie board or two. But, yeah, we're playing good, so we're flowing.
First walkie-talkies, then tea, and I guess charcuterie and wine. Whatever works, guys. A great performance there. Now 6-1 on the year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go Warriors.
What's these guys? They're answering the questions. But I was going to ask Douglas about Manny. Him, what was the key today? Because I said walkie-talkies and tea. I have that written down. And I guess charcuterie at a vineyard.
I don't believe that Gallo and Correa even talk to each other once they leave the building.
Let's go on to match 3 still. Division 1 singles. That'll bring out Nicholas for the Devils and Captain Douglas for the Warriors. Nicholas 3-3 so far this season in singles. Douglas 4-1. Tied for the best record in this division. Nicholas with the serve.
There's the backhand by Douglas. Rebote forehand, high to the front wall and passive. Rebote left side, 2-all. Lands in and scores. Well done by Douglas. Douglas first on the board here for the Warriors. Our third match of the day. Douglas serves. That was nice.
That throw is an indication of how loose Douglas looks out there in that first throw. I mean,
That's how he looked in the practice,
very
really.
confident.
Yeah.
He's already got a match win under his belt today, and he just comes out firing a 2-all rebote from about the 11.5 and throws it perfectly.
Here's the backhand by Nicholas to the corner, out to the rebote. 2-all by Douglas. Will score. 2-all rebote scoring for Douglas. He leads 2-0. He serves.
I love this strategy. I mean, just taking matters into his own hands. He hasn't even given Nicholas an opportunity to get in these points. Shooting 2-alls right off the bat and trying to win it quickly. There's some value to that at this level with such skilled players.
Yes. Here's the backhand by Douglas. Right to the corner, out to the rebote, on the wall. Nicholas makes the save. Douglas attacks, takes it on the bounce. Goes for the 3-wall play. Outside it goes. Perfect placement by Douglas to score. 3 points and the serve for Douglas. We call it perfect placement because what are you going to do with this? See if they track it the whole way. So he goes to 3-wall play, drops in, and bounces into the player's cage. What are you going to do about that?
Douglas is on cruise control right now, just coasting, and he's looking great.
Here's a backhand by Nicholas, powerfully thrown. Rebote. Rebote forehand, wall to wall.
Oh, my.
Into a chick-check that scores. Don't see that often. That's a 4.4. Douglas of the Warriors, he serves.
Nicholas, uttering something under his breath there like, is every throw going to be this perfect? I don't think you have a chance here. And then right into the chick-check there, and it dies. 4-0, and Nicholas has thrown about 4 balls.
There's the backhand by Nicholas. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, played on the forehand of Douglas. Rebote forehand by Nicholas.
Man.
That took off, hit the overhead screen. That is a 5th point for Douglas, possible set point. Boy, this got away quick.
Yeah, and because Douglas has been so aggressive, Nicholas tries to give that rebote a little extra, tries to pass and not feed Douglas another opportunity. And what does he do? Pushes it high and sends it out of play.
Here's a backhand by Nicholas. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. There'll be no shutout. Nicholas gets a point for the Devils here in the first set, and he serves.
Tough one there. I mean, kind of the same thing we saw with Nicholas just on the previous point. You want to pass. You don't want to set up your opponent with an opportunity to kill it up in front of the 8 or 9. And what do? Send it high and out of play.
Here's the backhand by Douglas. That's hooked. Point and set to Douglas of the Warriors. Takes the first set 6-1. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
Well, quick work there in the first set. Douglas 6 of 7 points with then 6-1 first set victory.
Everything he threw worked. Everything, including
And
the
really,
chick check.
Yeah, I mean, not wasting any time with it either. Couple of 2 walls, 3 wall to the outside. Dropped one into the chick check, and you know that's 4 of the 6 already, and a few unforced errors, and it's 6-1, and we're back in the cage already here. Douglas with teammate Alex coming out in our last match of the day. Alex and Julian will take on Benetrix and Benny. So a little bit of a wait there. You see Douglas up there, Warriors captain's been a member of this team for the last couple of seasons now. Member of the championship team. Back, I believe that was the spring. I don't know why I brought it up, Stu. I don't know exactly when it was, but back in 2024, Warriors winning their first and only championship. And Douglas a big part of that. Out there in singles, though, that's the best player you're going to see from him. Maybe all year. I mean, got in there, shot after shot, didn't waste any time, and 6-1 up on that scoreboard. Perfect play. Hey, Nicholas out there already. I mean, what do you do in a set like that? Sometimes your opponent just has it. And that's, you know, the beauty of this format sometimes. You know, your opponent plays really well, but if you're Nicholas, you still got 2 out of 3 sets to work with here. If you win these next 2, you can get right back and win this match.
Absolutely.
Got to mention the game day score, too. I mean, already 2-0 in favor of the Warriors. So if Douglas can win, if he wins one of these next 2 sets, the Warriors were already secured a tie. And we're just halfway through the game day. That's, of course, if Douglas wins this match here. Nicholas will serve here to begin set number 2.
We're ready to begin our second set. Nicholas has the serve for the Devils.
And Nicholas has been throwing shots this season in singles, too. It's just, you know, you're not
Quite a few,
expecting the first throw of every point to be a shot. So let's see if maybe he switches it up and starts firing early, too.
There's a serve at the sidewall. Good catch and return by Douglas. Nicholas, low and inside. Douglas reads it, winds up. Inside placement. Nicholas is there. 2-all by Nicholas. Opens up. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas powerfully to the inside. Low and scoring. First point. The second set goes to Douglas of the Warriors. He serves.
And when Nicholas has played his best in singles, he's really been the one that's controlled the pace and has broken out some timely shots. Right there, everyone, I think, in the building knew that he was going to try to throw something, and Douglas is all over it. And when your opponent is expecting it and Douglas is quick, he's going to get there almost every time. And the first point is set 2 after a strong first set.
Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Robote dropping, saved on the forehand of Douglas. Oh, that took a Magic City bounce and scored.
Yeah.
2 points for Douglas. He serves. Yeah, Nicholas isn't. It's equal for everyone.
No.
Can happen to anyone.
Well, you brought it up earlier. Nicholas had, and here it is, you know. You're seeing it live. That one just looked like it stayed in the air a little longer off the sidewall. Extra few feet, and that's the difference.
There's a backhand by Nicholas. Into the corner, dropping low. Douglas makes the save. He passes. What a throw.
Yeah, it's right on the
Robote
wall.
forehand. Douglas advances, takes it in the air. 2-all.
It's in, right? I thought they called it in. Yeah, the back judge called it in. All right.
That's a point for Douglas. 3 points. And the serve.
little confusion there. Didn't see the front judge make a call, but you can see clearly landing in right there. And perfect shot. I mean, already 3 points up on the board in this second set, and been out there for, what, just a minute or two maybe? I love when a player is so committed to a game plan and executing to perfection. And that's really what you're seeing right here. Still, got to be careful. We've seen some pretty big comebacks.
Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Caught near by Douglas at the side wall. Backhand. Robote forehand. Catch by Douglas. 2-all by Douglas opens and scores. That's a 4th point for Douglas. He serves.
Perfect there. I mean, from the outside, he's leaning to the outside to try to get Nicholas, to go back to the inside of the court. Like, he's not going to throw the 2-wall. And then at the last second, kicks it off the sidewall. It opens, and it's 4-0. Another 2-wall scoring for Douglas.
Nicholas advances, take ball. Catch by Douglas at the side wall. Here's a backhand. Stays inside. Robote dropping. Saved by Nicholas. Douglas on the forehand now. Powerful right side passes. Excellent Robote play by Nicholas. Scoop by Douglas. 2-all by Douglas scores.
That's perfect.
That's 5 points for Douglas. Possible set, possible match point.
And to say that he threw his best 2-wall on the 11th point right there, I mean, that just shows you how well he's playing. I mean, look at where this one drops in. Flirting a little more with the boundary because he's gone to 2 almost every time, and that one just perfect again.
Robote forehand by Douglas. Scoop by Nicholas. The 2-all by Nicholas is out. That is point, set, and match for Douglas. Taking it in straight sets, 6-1, 6-0.
Wow, and the 3rd win for the Warriors on the game day. Douglas, one of the best singles performances you're going to see out on this court. 6-1, 6-0. He takes down Nicholas. Already secured the tie for his team as well with that win. We'll see Benetrix up next, trying to keep the Devils in it against Julin.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
And we are back
boys,
here
who we
with
betting
our
on?
winner, Douglas. No, that's Post Malone. There's Douglas. Congratulations. Lots of smiles coming off the court after that win. The word that comes to mind for me is clinical, but how would you describe that performance that you just executed?
Man, I don't know. Like I said in my past interviews, I think my singles game continues to improve every single year. Sometimes you're just on, and sometimes it's your day, and that was the day for me. You know, I felt really good. My shots were executing perfect, and if I had it, I was going to throw it, so that's what I did.
Awesome, Douglas. What a strong play for you today. 2 wins already, and you've secured the tie, so we'll see what happens these last couple matches. Thank you.
Go Warriors.
And up next, we've got Division 4 singles. And that will bring out Benetrix, still undefeated. He puts his 3-0 record on the line against Julin, who historically has been the class of this 4th division in singles. Benetrix, we said, 3-0. Julin just 1-1 so far this season, coming off of a win against Ben on Friday night. So players just getting some extra throws in here before we begin our 4th match of the day. Game day scored 3-0 in favor of the Warriors, so Julin with a chance here to give his team the game day win. But Benetrix has been awfully tough in singles. Another one of the players that's new to this court, so he continues to improve day by day. And we'll see what he's got here with arguably his toughest matchup in Division 4 in singles play.
Such an aggressive player. As far as shots are concerned, court positioning has been spot on. He's just seemed comfortable with the court ever since he arrived in the summer.
Really taken to it quickly, maybe quicker than just about anybody we've seen out on this court. But this is a big test, you know. To be the guy in this division, you got to beat the guy that's been at the top, and it's been Julian the last couple of years. Benetrix will have the serve here to begin. Julian to receive. And we're ready to begin our fourth match. We are ready to begin match number 4. Benetrix will serve to Julian. There's a serve. We begin match number 4 with a big, strong backhand there by Julian. It clears the screen. Benetrix out there for the rebote. To pass.
Oh.
Julian sends it right over his head. Benetrix tip ball. Julian gets the first point of our fourth match.
Good duck. Just ducked
It was
enough.
a good duck. Yeah.
Glad it didn't hit him. That's all I got.
Benetrix opens up with the left side, high and hard. Julian cuts it off, sends it deep. Rebote left side is a 2-all. Julian stops it, picks it off at the net. His Karam return, lands in and scores. A great shot there from the outside, makes it 2-0.
Julian from the sidearm. Karam that opens up and scores. Well done.
Oh my. Major Magic City bounce there. Makes it 3-0 in favor of Julian. Oh.
So you've heard us say Magic City bounce a couple times. It's basically those ridges in between the panels on the side wall there. You see those lines there. If the ball catches one of those edges, it can change the direction of the ball completely. Sometimes a little bit, sometimes a lot.
Julian committed, stopped that one overhead. Outside placement, Benetrix is on it. Takes a look, shoots a Karam from the outside. That'll open and score. Benetrix, it's one back here. He's on the board in set 1.
Benetrix moved out to that ball well, stopped it, returned the Karam that scores.
Julian lines it up off the serve. Backhand, though, got away from him up in the overhead screen just like that. The deficit's just 1. Benetrix with 2. He'll serve again.
Well, Julian sees Benetrix standing right about where he's at, around the 9-10 line, throw it hard, start getting back pedal for the rebote. Just got to take that overhead screen into consideration when you make the throw.
One drops into the corner. Benetrix lays up the rebote. Julian looking to attack. Shoots a Karam. Opened up at the last second. That scores. 4th point. Leads back to 2. What's that right side again, Stu? I mean, he's gone to it all day long.
Julian, since first joining the program, 2020, 21, whichever it was, just supremely confident with that forehand. Both catching and shots.
Rebote narrowly cleared the screen. Benetrix pumps the forehand inside. It's dropping. Julian got there right on the side wall. Benetrix backed up to the 11. Floats one up. There's Julian. Catch inside. Benetrix long 2-wall. That's too low. Caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Julian with 5. He's got a possible set point.
Benetrix has been scoring with that tool. I just don't know that I've seen him throw it that far back.
That
Again, he didn't play singles for a while at the beginning of the season.
But that one, I agree with you. That seemed a little, I mean, that was back around the 10 line.
Yeah, that's kind of far back from what we've been seeing him throw them about the 5 line and doing a fine job with them.
Julian, great stop overhead, puts the backhand on the wall. Benetrix is there, sends this one up. Drops it into the corner. Julian to the outside on the rebote. That scores. What a shot there. 6-2. Julian takes the first set. In 2 minutes, we'll come back and play set number 2.
I don't know that I've ever seen Julian kill it like that off of the boat. That was so well done. You're watching Battlecourt live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here's another look at that forehand rebote. Coming in low, not the easiest rebote to throw. Outside placement of the forehand rebote from the side wall and pretty far back. Well done by Julian. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. You see Julian consulting with his brother, Alex. Douglas involved in the conversation as well. Julian scoring with a carom, consistent catching on the forehand, and that outside placement. Benetrix already with still about a minute left going on to the court. He's ready to begin this second set. I have a sneaking suspicion he'll come out firing on all cylinders if he's able to. So far, Julian has been in command of this match. Focus there on Benetrix. See if he's able to make anything happen here in this second set. Second set is going to begin in just about 30 seconds. Focus on Julian. What a great set he just had. Nothing spectacular, but just doing really well. See both of our players there just waiting for the judges to come out. They're waiting for the break period to expire at full 2 minutes.
In singles, a lot of times in the lower levels, limit the unforced errors, keep the ball in play, make every catch. Julian did just that, mixing a couple shots in 6-1 and 6-2 round, and that was the result. There's the serve. Benetrix begins set number 2. Rebote kicking up the middle. Julian runs around it, keeps it on the right side, shoots this one low. Benetrix picks it off on the bounce. Catch overhead. Julian now from the 11, slows things down. Big bounce. Benetrix controls it. Sweeping rebote. Caught in the air. Here's Benetrix. Puts it on the wall. Julian back there at the 10. Sends it. Rebote forehand. That caught the screen, which is out of play. Julian. It's the first point in set 2.
Benetrix was able to get the ball to pass, but I was about to make an Icarus reference, but that wouldn't have been appropriate. Literally, it just hit the overhead screen. Again, you want to keep it away from Julian's right side, but even on the rebote, he's been doing well. Just a fantastic match so far played by Julian.
Rebote forehand for Julian. Saves it on a knee. Benetrix moves in. Backhand low to the inside. Julian, nice reach. Stops it in the air. Fires it back now. Benetrix from the inside. Plays it wall to wall. Rebote outside. That one's out of play. Benetrix ties it up. 1-1.
Go to the well one too many times. First one was beautiful. That one missed the front wall.
Julian whips one to the inside. Benetrix now. Big backhand follows. Julian still going up with the 7. Plays it to pass. Benetrix backpedaling into position. Keeps it on the right side. Julian stays up there in the front. Shoots a cortada. That's picked up on the bounce. Tough play by Benetrix. Now Rebote. Julian sends it right up the middle. Benetrix takes a look. Shoots forehand low and hard. It's scooped up right off the sidewall. Rebote
That's beautiful.
Turned outside by Benetrix. That is perfect. He gets it back here and a lead 2-1.
If you get a look at that on slow motion with a different ball, this ball would explode off the floor. Look at the torque. See how he comes straight over the top with that? He gets sufficient. He gets sufficient bounce, but the ball that he's used to playing with, man, that thing would have shot up 20 feet. He got over the top of that beautifully.
Julian wastes no time, shoots the carom, and that ties it up 2-2.
Yeah, most shots that I think I've ever seen Julian throw. in a singles match. I mean, he's just really, he's out there.
And right off the
Benetrix, what a
serve,
competitor.
too.
Just great. Let's smile to Julian on the way out and say, hey, man, nice shot.
Benetrix takes it in up at the 11 line. Shoots it to pass. Now Julian waiting for the rebote. Benetrix backing up. Stops at the 11 line. High and hard over Julian's head. Now rebote's coming out. Saved inside. Catch by Benetrix. He's got it at the 10. Drops it into that corner. Julian goes down, but sends it up too high. That's in the overhead screen and out of play. Benetrix with his 3rd point. Jumps back ahead.
As that rebote drops down low, very hard to throw it with any degree of control.
That's a hard serve. Julian handles right off the sidewall. Backhand. Rebote. Played on the right side of Benetrix to pass. Julian goes down to the ground, sweeps it up, puts it on the wall. Benetrix takes it in at the 10. Gets it past Julian. Now Rebote dropping inside. Benetrix picks it off right along the side wall. Then Julian climbs the wall, comes down with the ball. Backhand. Takes Benetrix out to the Rebote. Dropped right at Julian's feet. Got a carom. That doesn't open up. Benetrix takes a look from the outside, shoots it back in. It scores. 4-2 lead now for Benetrix.
Crossing the side wall further back in the court. Julian has stopped a number of those. Not that one, though. See, Benetrix makes a good catch. Powerful to the inside. And scoring. Well done.
That's an underserve. First fault. Second one coming up. Back into the inside. Here's Benetrix. Clears the screen. Backhand takes Julian. Up to the 7. The inside with his rebote dropping. Benetrix gets up but kind of lays it up. Julian attacking. Costado.
Very well done.
2-all from Julian thrown to score. That is 3 points. Julian serve.
That's the most aggressive I believe I've ever seen Julian play. Again, the way he ran up on that ball. It's what you're supposed to do. Catch the ball in the air and then snap a 2-all. Very well done by Julian. Just beautifully done by Julian.
Hard serve, but an overserve. Second one coming up. Second serve there is good. Benetrix, 11 line, puts it inside. Julian looking for the rebote up at the 7. Lays it up. Benetrix. Hard forehand, not past Julian though. He goes up with a leaping catch. Looking for the big bounce, not going to get it. Benetrix sends one inside. Julian,
What a
that was
save.
kind of a Magic City bounce. Great save, but Benetrix has an opportunity. He scores to the inside with the forehand. Brings it to 5 points. Benetrix has a possible set point.
Drop shot or blast? Blast.
That'll work. Julian gets that serve before it crosses, then plays it high into that corner. Rebote forehand turned by Benetrix. Julian waiting on it. Makes a save at Benetrix's feet. He scoops it right up. Low backhand. Julian got back in there. 2-all from Julian. Oh, that lands in. Opens and scores. So that's now 4 for Julian. Still going here.
Julian, not necessarily known for his costado, but he scored a couple points with it today. And this is, that's costado enough. Well done.
Benetrix takes it in up there at the 12 line, wall to wall. Robote for Julian. It's it up and out. That passes. Now Benetrix scrambling. That was a great save along the wall. Julian navigates some traffic, makes the catch, sends it inside. It's dropping. What a save. Really dug that one out deep in the backcourt. Julian keeps this one even lower. It's scooped up by Benetrix. Another Robote sent high into the corner. Benetrix turns it inside again. Julian makes the catch. Costado to wall. That opens. Benetrix picks it off. His Karam lands in and scores from the outside. We've got a third set coming up in just 2 minutes.
This is quite a match.
Well, Stu, I mean, the pace here, pretty intense, and the shot making from both sides has been pretty extraordinary.
It was all Julian the first set. Benetrix the second set, just holding on point for point, catch by catch, throw by throw, shot by shot.
And you kind of expected, you know, some sort of comeback, maybe not to win the set or, you know, come back to win the match, but something, because, you know, got a Magic City bounce, an unforced error here and there, and, you know, set can get away from you pretty quickly in singles.
Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Focus on Benetrix coming back there in the second set. To force. I believe this is the third set of the day.
Yes, it is, Stu.
Yeah, no, I just actually checked the time. I was like, wait a second, 6:30, 6:26, but.
Now it's moving. I mean, you know, helps. You got 6-0, 6-1, a couple straight set matches, and, you know, here we are already into our third set of match 4. And the Devils need this to stay alive. You know, you see the zeros there on the win column in the game day score, 3 for the Warriors. So Warriors have already secured half a point. I was hoping to add the other half a point for the game day win. And again, with that half, the Warriors are going to move up at the very least into a tie for first place with the Cyclones. And if they win one of these next 3 matches, the Warriors would actually jump into first place. Given they started, you know, with a game day loss and a game day tie, I mean, in their last, what is it, 7 game days, 4 wins, 1 tie, 2 losses. I mean, not all too bad for this Warriors side that brought back, I mean, a majority of the same team last year that just kind of snuck into the playoffs. They added Gallo, who replaced Bradley, and they moved Douglas to the backcourt, but I think is that the only change that this team made? I think it may be.
There's a statistician.
Yeah,
I know you're not asking me.
No.
I just sit here and look out of the glass and talk about what I'm looking at.
They had Correa, Julian, Manny, Alex, and Douglas. Those have been, you know, consistent players on this Warriors team, and here they are looking to jump up to the top spot in our standings. They need 1 win in these final 3. Julian with a chance here in our third set. Julian serves, set 3 has begun. With a backhand, high to the inside, past Julian, kind of lays it up over his head. Benetrix moves in. He's got it on the costado, keeps it inside. Julian didn't fall for it, gets back in there. Wow, look at Benetrix, nice leaping grab overhead. There's the backhand. Robote for Julian, keeps this one lower. Benetrix gets there just before it crosses the side wall and sends it back. Benetrix cuts that one off of the 11 line, forehand. Going to ride up the middle, Julian kind of floats that one up, leaves a difficult scoop. Benetrix shoots it inside. On the return, it scores. In and out of Julian's basket. Benetrix gets the first point of set 3.
Scoop by Benetrix. I mean, he did want to take it in the air, just what didn't get there in time. Comes up with a good scoop and then crosses the wall powerfully right there behind the 10 line, setting up a difficult catch for Julian that he was not able to make.
Powerful serve coming in. Julian gets it at the 11. Then passes to the inside. Benetrix comes over the top on the Robote. Julian from the 10. Keeps this one low. Tough scoop. It's missed. Robote not there. We're tied 1-1. Benatrix handles that floating serve. Backhand to the inside, right into that corner, Julin. Robote stays inside.
Oh, powerful, powerful backhand.
It's a big backhand there. Benatrix still going, stops at the 5,
So's
sends
that
it
one.
wall to wall. Julin now's going, turns it up the middle. Oh, feeds Benatrix. He's got him trapped inside. There's the outside placement to score. 2-1 lead now for Benatrix.
See, in that case, close enough to throw the carom from the right side. But there's risk, both the pad and the line. He knows Julin is on his left, outside placement. Julin's fast, but if he throws it hard enough, you know he could beat him. That's what happened. Just the safer of the two selected.
Yeah, and you don't see players do that all too often. I mean, they go carom or
right
something.
A safer play.
That's an underserve. Second one coming up. Oh, hard serve. Julin's got this one. Keeps it along the sidewall. Rabote's coming out. Benatrix turns it, puts it on the numbers, but Julin takes it right off. That's stuck in the basket. Inside placement on the Rabote. Julin climbs the wall, comes down with the ball. Big backhand, narrowly clears the screen. Benatrix still going, sends it inside. This is going to open up. Julin knows where to be, makes a save. What a catch by Benatrix. And the drop shot scores on the return.
What a point.
Man, oh man.
What a point. Tremendous point.
3-1 lead for Benatrix.
That was a tremendous point played by both Julin and Benatrix. I mean, just absolutely solid. Look at this Rabote.
The catch and scoop combination. Oh.
Down low.
I mean, it's on the tip. I can't believe he went for the drop shot and throws it with perfect accuracy.
He felt it. You see where that ball was on the tip? That's exactly where you most control. Oddly enough, you wouldn't think you'd feel most control up there, but most control.
Wow. I mean, that difficult of a catch to go into the drop shot. I mean, highly skilled play there by Benatrix. Takes a 2-point lead. Rabote inside, turned powerfully. Julin cuts it off. It's a 2-wall.
Beautifully done.
Wow, Costado 2-wall for Julin opening again. That's his second point.
Is this the most Costados we've seen Julin throw in any match?
He doesn't throw many. I mean, certainly not in doubles. He keeps everything to the right side. But in singles, you'll see this maybe a few times a season. Today, I think 3.
Yeah.
2 of them have scored.
That's Benatrix saluting him. Basically saying, hey, man, great shot.
Outside serve. Benatrix takes off, gets out there. Forehand to the inside, crossing the wall. Tough one for Julin, but he digs it out. Takes Benatrix to the outside of the court, goes for the high 3-wall play. It lands in.
Julin saved it.
Oh, he got assessed on it, but that comes up short. Great effort. But that's a 4th point for Benatrix.
I mean, Julin got there. He knew where it was going. That was quite nearly an amazing save by Julin. Just didn't clear the pad. 3-wall play is a little dangerous against guys who have familiarity with the court. That's a great effort by Julin. Just tremendous. Fell short.
Great stop there. Julin with the backhand 2-wall. That kicks out of play. 5 points for Benatrix. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
The backhand 2-wall, not for everyone. In that case, just threw it off the court.
Here's Julin on the inside. Shoots a forehand. This one dropping. Benatrix, fall down 2-wall. Doesn't open enough. Julin has it. Keeps it low to the inside. That will score. So now Julin has 3. Still a possible match point.
Julin stayed on top of that beautifully the whole time. Julin stayed on top of that perfectly the whole time. Why would I repeat what I said already? It's kind of silly. Yeah. No, what are you saying? I'm sorry for I screwed up twice.
Big backhand there, clears the screen. Rabote forehand to the outside. Benatrix takes off. That was in and missed. Yeah, there is some discussion about a challenge. It has to be the captain. Benetrix was looking back there, but the Devils are pretty adamant that that one landed in. So I think they're going to continue on play here. That's for the 4th point now for the Warriors. We'll get a look here. Yeah, you can see that one clearly in.
Great throw by Julian.
Went to that in the first set, too, and he's right back in the match now. That's an overserve. First fault. Second serve coming up.
A lot of power behind that serve. You saw that kick up, even though he threw it low just now. It was an overserve, but a lot of power behind.
Second serve is good. Benetrix opens up with a backhand. Oh, but Julian able to stop it in the air. Karam is in the pad. Point, set, and match. Benetrix takes it in 3 sets. Winning the final 2, 6-4, 6-4. Man, that keeps the Devils alive in the game day. First win of the day. Still 3 out there for the Warriors, but 2 matches left. Devils need both to get the tie. Nicholas and Kubala take on Gallo and Manny coming up next. Let's take a look at some replays there from our 3rd match. Oh, man. I mean, it's a little closer in the replay, too. Wow. Didn't look that close from back here, folks, but right by his head. Then Robote 2-all. Julian gets there outside. Nice carom. And then Benetrix. Carom of his own. Lands that one in beautifully. Robote to the outside there. That ended the first set. That was just a perfect throw by Julian. But Benetrix, though, turning it on here in the second set. Outside placement right there. Tough catch by Julian. Goes right up the wall. Julian 2-wall there. Opens up. The Benetrix, look at that one. Really digs it out, goes down to the floor hard. Julian, Costano 2-all there. A couple of them worked. This one didn't, though. And when you don't, Benetrix able to capitalize. Forehand to the inside here. Look at that one in the basket, but just lost it at the last moment. Played right up the middle. Benetrix just keeps it outside safely. Fall down here. What a great catch. And then, yeah, Julian's on the ground. Get that off quickly. The second bounce. 3-wall play. Julian to the outside. I mean, goes into the net kind of hard. Great effort, but just comes up short. Benetrix, in the end, closes out 6-4. There's that game day score. First win on the board for the Devils. Benetrix just got it a few moments ago. You see the Devils there in last place, a point behind the Chargers. Again, you got to keep in mind the game day's play. Devils have 1 extra compared to most of these teams, but they're going to need to come back and get these points today. They're pretty valuable. We got Benetrix over in the cage. He's ready to go. After that win, congratulations, Benetrix. Improving to 4-0 now in your first season of singles. Julian is a tough competitor, best record in this division the last couple seasons. What was it like playing against him the first time?
I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Someone was speaking.
What was it like playing Julian for the first time?
That was very tough. You know, I was focused on his right side because he got a tremendous right side. But obviously, he makes some costado, so I was a little bit lost on the court. But, you know, that was a really, really tough game, and Julian was playing very great. So very happy about the win because that was very hard today.
Also, Benetrix, great playing there, and you kept your team in it. See what happened in these last couple matches. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was wondering what you were yelling at me for, and I was like, I didn't do anything.
Up next to Division 4 doubles, Nicholas and Kubala get a chance at Gallo and Mane for the second time this season. Nicholas and Kubala won the first match in straight sets back on September 18th. Hoping for the same here. That would bring the game day to our final match, which is Benetrix and Benny against Alex and Julian. I'll see here the Devils will have the serve, though. Nicholas and Kubala, 3-2 in the season so far. Gallo and Manny, 0-6. Still looking for that first win.
Nicholas serves, we begin. Here's a backhand by Manny. Kubala with the catch at the 13. Gallo powerfully from the left side. Kubala is there. Manny now up the middle. Kubala from the 12 line. Here's a powerful backhand caught by Kubala. Manny takes it off the wall at the 12 line. Nicholas calls for the bote. That's high to the front wall. Manny advances, takes it in the air. Kubala from the 11. Kubala again from deep in the backcourt. Manny takes it off the wall again. Powerful backhand. Kubala stops it at the back wall. Here's Gallo. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote. Forehand by Nicholas. Cortada by Nicholas. Manny got there. Stopped it. Returns it. Kubala at the 13 line, takes it on the bounce. Gallo had it on the forehand, it's dropped. First point of this match goes to Nicholas and Kubala of the Devils. Nicholas serves.
A lengthy first point to get things started here, and that's really going to play into Nicholas and Kubala's hand. I mean, the most consistent team maybe in all of Battlecourt. I mean, Nicholas, his catch rate up in the top 10, Kubala not too far behind. Really, the advantage is up in the front court. Gallo has struggled this season, hasn't been killing the point all too much. See how Nicholas tries to attack that.
Rebote left side by Nicholas. Manny with the forehand. Rebote saved by Nicholas. Manny will take that on the bounce at the 11 line. Hooked. That rebote is on the forehand. 1-1. Gallo serves for the Warriors.
Yeah, hooked it a bit, hit the side wall, which kills a lot of the speed, and then it just ends up right in that pad. But again, going back to Nicholas, he's opened things up with the shot making in singles. He's brought it out here in doubles. But again, it's just how many shots are we going to get in a matchup where they seem to have the advantage if they just play this rallying game.
Here's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Caught by Kubala. Backhand from the 11 line. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. Caught by Manny in the air at the 12. I'll tell you, Andrew, just all day long today, Manny's been looking just one notch better than he normally does.
He's caught everything, too, and you feel like at some point, maybe it's a cold ball early on, but you think the Devils would try to take him out of it. A little bit harder to do early in the match, but...
No, and as far as the volleying, I mean, these four can play catch all day. That's not the point. You try to catch the other guy out of position and throw a shot. Here's an outside
like
placement.
that. Yeah.
That is stopped on the forehand of Nicholas. What a catch by Manny. Split placement, stopped by Kubala. Nicholas now from the 9 line. What happens when you throw shots and they don't work? Try to find the next time to throw a shot.
Not always
Powerful
bad.
forehand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. Here's the backhand by Kubala to the inside. Rebote, saved by Nicholas. Gallo gets into position, makes the catch, blasts the backhand low and hard. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. will be stopped by Manny. Put to the inside, and Nicholas is there. Rebote left side for the big bounce. Taken on the bounce by Nicholas in the front court. Straight back. Manny takes it in the air. Rebote forehand. Low to the inside. Nicholas has it. Scoop by Manny. Manny now on the forehand. Comes over the top. Nicholas stops it. Rebote forehand saved by Gallo. Kubal on the catch. Backhand from the 10. Gallo sets up for the rebote on the forehand. Mid-court placement. Nicholas is there. Split placement. Caught in the air by Manny. Carom by Manny.
Wow.
Opens and scores. Beautifully played. 2 points for Gallo and Manny. Of the Warriors, Gallo serves. That was tremendous.
What a Carom. I mean, had Nicholas trapped inside. He was under a little bit of pressure because Kubal was moving that way. You can see it in the background, but throws it into the sidewall, gets it to open, and no chance Kubal gets to that one.
No, if it's a poorly thrown Carom, meaning that it's still in the court before the out-of-bounds line on the outside of the court, about the 7 line, Kubala gets to that. That was very well thrown by Manny.
If you're the Devils, you got to find a way to get Gallo more involved. As we said, easier when the ball starts to warm up. It just travels a little further, and he's been reaching for his shoulder, too. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Maybe he just wants to make sure it's still there. Here's a catch by Nicholas. Backhand to the inside. Don't you do that thing with, like, you know, keys, wallet, you know, that whole
get everything?
shoulder?
Okay, still here.
Is it? Good. Here's a catch by Manny. Backhand from the 10 line. Nicholas on the catch. Manny scoops it up. Backhand. Wall to wall from the left side of Manny. Powerful forehand by Nicholas. Kubal on the catch. Rebote forehand by Gallo. Goes deep. Kubala from the 13 line. Rebote coming out. Forehand rebote by Gallo. Great catch by Kubala deep in the backcourt. Every time I think Kubala's going to let one of these pass, he doesn't. He catches it.
Big bounce. Oh.
What a catch by Manny on the left side. He had one earlier on the right side, too. Again, just reaching into that corner. It's so hard to make those catches. Kubala now on the backhand from the 12 line. Rebote coming in low. Gallo makes the save. He passes. He does not pass. That's cut off by Nicholas. Nicholas, powerful backhand, wall-to-wall. Rebote coming out to the 4 line. Oh, the 2-wall attempt. Caught the pad. That's a point for Nicholas and Kubala. The Devils were tied up 2-2.
Yeah, Gallo's running out of space and tried to turn that into something off his footing over his head. I mean, getting the shot there, he could have gone outside with it. Probably would have been a little easier, but to kick it off the side wall was, that's tough. The way his body was opened up
Very
there the
tough.
opposite way.
Very tough.
And just like that, we're tied up after the miss, too.
Excellent catch by Manny, and a hard backhand follows.
What a catch.
Nicholas now on the backhand. Straight to the back wall. Rebote coming right up the middle. Gallo on the rebote, puts it inside. Floater at the side wall, scores. It's a third point for Gallo and Manny. Here in the first set, Gallo serves.
Yeah, right on the side wall. I mean, it's floating there. You see Kubala, I mean, illustrating what he was trying to do on that catch, but it's just not that easy.
I think Manny was giving Gallo some input, and I don't know what Gallo said, but Manny had a big smile on his face afterward. There's a backhand by Manny. Rebote forehand. Wall to wall by Nicholas. Gallo gets in there. He made the save. Here's Nicholas at the 5 line, winding up. Powerful throw. Manny catches it in the air. Cortada. Kubala's there. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Gallo. It passes. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. It passes. Scoop by Nicholas. Costado inside. Taken on the backhand of Manny. Manny again, this time from the 12 line. Kubala, tremendous catch at the 13.
Oh.
Manny rips that one off the side wall. Powerful forehand by Gallo. Comes all the way out. Nicholas plays it to the inside. Manny again, backhand to the inside. Kubala just flawless with these catches, one after the next. This is a tough one. And he saves the rebote. Nicholas sets up for the rebote on the left side, plays it to the outside. Manny will save the rebote. Nicholas on the catch. Hard throw. Scoop by Manny. Powerful backhand. Out to the rebote. Kubala on the catch. Backhand. Gallo calls for the rebote. Caught in the air by Nicholas. Beautiful scoop by Manny on the backhand. Big backhand follows. Wall to wall from the left side. Nicholas is there. Straight back. Rebote for Gallo. Gallo forehand rebote. Cut off in the air by Nicholas. 2-all by Nicholas. Stopped by Gallo on the backhand. Powerful backhand.
Oh,
wow.
It opened up.
I thought Kubala had it, and Nicholas really had it. Tremendous rebote. Rebote saved by Nicholas. Here's the catch by Manny. Manny from the forehand. Cortada. Stopped by Nicholas. Here's
catch.
the backhand. Placement inside. Read by Kubala. Returned by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Gallo. Caught in the air by Kubala. Just when you thought the point was over, huh?
Nope,
I mean,
going.
literally, when that ball came off of the back wall and sitting behind the glass is kind of a benefit here. Kubala was set up to make the rebote, and then it went to his left, our right.
Opened up even further.
Exactly, and Nicholas was right there. It's so beautifully done. Cortada caught the pad, and the pad is bad. Well played by both teams. We're tied up at 3-3.
Well, maybe the point of the day right there. All 4 players heavily involved, and point by point, Gallo's been getting more involved in this match. Manny's coming out for less rebotes. You see here a beautiful catch outside too, and then whips it back. Here's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kubala's there. He's like, oh no, that's
Exactly.
opening up, but Nicholas has got his back up.
Exactly. So well done.
I mean, that right there, it's the epitome of Nicholas. He's so reliable. Even when you don't save the rebote.
He is.
he's
I
there
always
right
ask him
behind
to
you.
hold my car keys when I come in so I know where they are. Here's a backhand by Manny. Manny again from the left side to the inside. If you have pets that need to be cared for. Kubala now on the backhand from the 12 line to the inside. Gallo for the rebote to the inside, and Kubala's there. Backhand from the 11. Rebote forehand by Gallo. Kubala makes the catch.
Tough one.
Difficult rebote saved by Gallo. Floater caught by Kubala. He keeps the point alive.
That rebote for Gallo has been very reliable today after a slow start.
Really has been.
Oh, tip.
That ball's tipped deep in the backcourt. That's a 4th point for Nicholas. And Kubala of the Devils. Nicholas serves.
Wasn't really set up for that catch. It looked like he kind of just reached in late. He was a little unsure whether to step in or let it come out to the rebote.
And it went off of his frame. And if Gallo had called him off, he would have let it go. But Gallo's going to be hesitant to call Manny off of anything that he seems to be going for comfortably.
Yeah, it was a tough catch ranging back. Just not sure really how comfortable he was, but went for it, missed it. Now the lead for the Devils.
Ball under serve. Battlecourt rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. That ball fired to the inside where it scores. 4-4 is the score.
And, you know.
And we have Manny coming out with, I don't know if it's an equipment issue.
This looked like a quick little change. But that backhand, I mean, you saw in the replay, that stayed more to the inside than Kubala was expecting. It contacted the sidewall, but it didn't kick off like it normally does. I mean, that wasn't a true Magic City bounce, but definitely a little bit of one. Ties it up, though, 4-4. Yeah, you see there again. And then Kubala just trying to brace himself when it comes off the back wall.
The last thing you want to do is get hit with it after that. I mean, there's really never a good time to be hit with the ball.
No, but after you lose a point would be top of the list for sure.
Kubala moves up, takes that in the air. Here's the backhand. Manny on the catch. That really kicks up. Rebote saved by Nicholas. Rebote left side by Nicholas. Difficult rebote saved by Gallo. Nicholas has it. Costello 2-all. Lands in and scores. Well done. 5 points for Nicholas and Kubala. Possible set point.
Well, with Gallo way out of position there, Nicholas fired the 2-all right at him. I mean, he's got to move to the outside, try to line up the catch. There's just a lot going on right here. See, he's backpedaling, trying to get in position, but again, that one opens up outside of his catching radius. 5 points and a chance to close out this first set.
There's a backhand by Manny. Kubala from the 12 line. Manny from the 11. Nicholas. Powerful backhand goes wall to wall and out to the rebote. A missed rebote. Point and set for Nicholas and Kubala.
And the first missed rebote there for Gallo, coming at an inopportune time. 6-4, Devils close out that first set. And they never led until 4-3. I mean, Devils were playing catch-up the entire way. Took that first lead in the middle part of it and tied it up at 4-4, but in 2 straight to close it out. You see Kubala there, sitting on the bench. What a great backcourt compliment he is to Nicholas. I mean,
catches
in
everything.
Division 4, you got Nicholas up there in the front. Top player, so reliable, and then you got Kubala behind him who can catch, you know, when he's on just about as well as some of these top players.
You're watching Battlecourt live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 5th scheduled match on the game day back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. You see Kubala.
And for Gallo Manny, too, you know, that didn't look like an 0-6 team out there in the first set. I mean, especially through those first half.
Gallo's playing much better than he had previously.
Way better. I mean, the catching, I mean, there was the times just struggling on the catch, struggling on the rebote, but not the case today. you know, Manny was doing a lot of work early in the set, and as Gallo started to get more involved, you know, that's when the points started to add up for the Devils, and then 6-4 in the end. But got a second set coming up here in a few moments. And you felt like that first set, though, given the pace and, you know, how the Warriors kind of slowed down at the end, felt like the first set was one that they really needed to win. I mean, they've struggled, and to win these next 2 sets against the warmed-up Nicholas and Kubala with a faster ball, it doesn't really play into the Warriors' hand, but, you know, Stu, we've seen crazier things out on this court.
Well, we also didn't see Nicholas start throwing shots until later in that set. Yeah. So we'll see if he comes out with the shots now.
And breaking it out at 4-4. It was the first time he threw one, and it scored beautifully. There's the whistle there, second set. Just about ready to get started here. Gallo and Manny will have the serve to begin set 2.
Ready to begin our second set. Gallo will have the serve for the Warriors.
And a reminder, you see that game day score. 3 wins for the Warriors, just 1 for the Devils. But if Nicholas and Kubala can win this set here, or one of these next 2, it gives Benetrix and Benny an opportunity to tie up the game day up next against Alex and Julian. And that was after a 3-0 lead for the Warriors. They won the first 3 matches at the game day, but the Devils are not done. Second set, ready to begin.
Gallo serves, we begin. Gallo from the 8 line, backhand, thrown powerfully, clearing the overhead screen. Nicholas moves out to the 5 line. Robote forehand, wall to wall. Robote by Gallo, caught by Kubala. Ball tipped in the backcourt. First point of the second set goes to Nicholas and Kubala of the Devils.
And really not many misses for Manny all day long. Just a tough one, reaching it in the corner along the side wall. Oh, that was in.
The ace will score 2 points for Nicholas and Kubala.
Yeah, this has the makings of a pretty quick set. You know, if Nicholas can keep getting it off the side wall, with how tired these Warriors seem, let's close it out early. Got to get one back right here, though, to stay in.
Powerful throw by Manny. Manny stops this one overhead at the 12. Back to the inside it goes. Big bounce. Stopped by Nicholas. Cortada by Nicholas. Stopped by Gallo. Great catch. Robote forehand. Straight back. Taken on the forehand of Manny. Robote forehand. Gallo makes the catch. Backhand. Thrown powerfully. Right to the corner. Out to the Robote. Nicholas makes the save. Here's a backhand by Manny. Robote left side, high to the front wall. Outside placement, the Philo scores. Well done by Gallo. Gallo and Manny on the board with the point. Gallo serves.
Really mixing it up there, shooting a Philo straight to the outside, and look at where this one opens. I mean, outside the camera, that's how quick it scored.
It's about as hard as we've seen him throw anything to the outside. Really well done.
And got to test Nicholas, get him off his footing. Even if that doesn't land in, now he's going to be thinking about it, and now it's a 1-point deficit.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. Manny on the catch. Robote left side to the inside. Manny comes out, makes the Robote save. Nicholas steps up at the 7 line. Low hard throw, caught by Manny. Beautiful catch. Powerful backhand follows. Nicholas takes that on the bounce, returns it low and hard. Manny's there, gets it back. Kubala makes the catch. Kubala now from the left side. Back to the inside. Manny's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Outside placement will score. That's a third point for Nicholas and Kubala. Nicholas serves.
Well, after a long rally, Nicholas takes his best shot. Outside placement. Ooh, tipped right into the
Talking about taking
ref back
shots.
there.
The judge
Sorry,
took a
Abby.
shot too. Here's the backhand. Kubala,
What a
great
grab.
catch at the 12 line. Manny's there to take it in the air. Big bounce brought down by Manny. Manny back to the inside. Great catch by Kubala at the back wall. Beautiful forehand rebote by Nicholas. Manny back to the inside. Kubala up high. Manny from the 11 line. Powerful throw caught in the air by Manny. Manny, powerful backhand, clearing the overhead screen. Robote all the way at the 5 line. Manny has it. On the wall, Kubala. Great catch at the 11. Gallo calls for it, sends it back. That took off and hit the overhead screen. That's a 4th point for Nicholas and Kubala. Nicholas has the serve.
Just frustrating, working so hard, and then another one just coming out of Gallo. Sesta a little high and out of play.
Powerful backhand by Manny. Robote coming out. Robote caught by Nicholas. 2-all.
Opens
That
up.
lands in and scores. 5 points for Nicholas and Kubala. Possible match point.
Another 2-all. That one opened up even wider on the one we saw in set number 1. Gallo not even much of a head start there. Blasting into the net before he can react. Now a couple points to work with here to close out the match, and the game day come down to the finale.
That's an ace to finish things off. Point in a straight set victory to Nicholas and Kubala of the Devils. Winning at 6-4, 6-1.
So match number 6 will decide the game day. A chance for the Devils to end it in a tie with Benetrix and Benny, or Alex and Julian to win it for the Warriors. We'll see what happens coming up in just 2 minutes. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an
by
amazing
Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. There are our winners, Nicholas and Kubala there, keeping the Devils alive in the game day. Second time you played against Gallo and Manny, you won the first matchup in straight sets. So what was the plan of attack coming in for the second matchup here?
I would say same thing as usual, just catch one more. And I was feeling pretty good today, so I was able to get in the corner a little bit and make Nicholas feel a little extra comfortable to do whatever he needed to do.
Well, you guys gave your team a chance heading into this final match. Well done and good luck.
Thank you very much. Go Devils.
So Benetrix and Benny with an opportunity here. They win. They end the game day in a tie. They will take on Alex and Julian for the Warriors, the brothers. Benetrix and Benny 3-1 to open up this season. Alex and Julian, one of the top teams in Division III as well. They're 4-2. Great matchup here. Game day on the line. As we said, Devils win. It ends in a tie. The Warriors win it. The Warriors win the day. Pretty simple. Remember, the Warriors won that first game day back on September 18th. They won the first 3 matches of the day today, but the Devils haven't given up. Some final throws. Benetrix and Benny ready to take on Alex and Julian.
See the warm-up taking place here. Guess Benny and Benetrix are both warm from before, as is Julian. Alex.
It's interesting, first match of the day for him in match number 6 here, so it's been a little while. He's had to sit around here and watch these matches. Always curious to see how a player comes out. There are our season standings again. With a win here, the Warriors would jump all the way into first place, but a tie, they would put themselves in a tie for first. So not a bad spot either way, but critical for the Devils here. You see a 1.5 outside of the top 4 and the playoffs, so a half point here would be critical for them to stay in it. Players shaking hands here, ready to go with our final match of the day. We are ready to begin our final match. Benetrix and Benny serve to Alex and Julian. There's the serve, we begin. Catch back beyond the 13 line by Benny, floats it up. There's Julian from the left side. Benny rips one off the sidewall, floats it back. There's Julian, same spot, another backhand. Here's Benny. Tries to put it on the wall, Julian gets in there. Up at the 11 line, he passes. Benetrix on the rebote, it's a forehand, sent back to Julian. Julian now up at the 11 again. Backhand kicks off the sidewall. Benny handles. Catch in the middle of the court. Benny, lane clear, sends the backhand through it. There's Alex with the flying catch inside. Now Benetrix backed up to the 10. Wall to wall, rebote for Alex. Turned on the forehand. Right to Benny though. Keeps this one low. Alex gets back in there with a flying catch. Benetrix pumps the backhand. Julian reaches up, stops it, sends it back. That clears the screen. Now here's Benny. Blind catch overhead by Alex Cortada. That will score. First point of our final match goes to the brothers Alex and Julian.
Just basically lulled him into a false sense of security that a shot wasn't going to be thrown. Catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw. The shot that comes is a Cortada.
Benetrix got that serve, drop shot to the inside. Oh, Alex is quick. His return, though, is in the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. That ties it 1-1.
That was a
tough one.
That was a well-thrown drop shot by Benetrix, but
he's moving the whole way. I mean, you can see Alex.
Alex is fast.
He never stopped.
That ball was going to take its second bounce right around the 4 line, so it was well thrown.
Had him dead, just needed to land it in.
The return drop shot just caught the pad.
Julian from the middle of the court, ducks down low, shoots a Cortana. Benny picks it up at the 11. Passes on the return, left side of Bote coming up the middle. Benetrix tip ball. That's 2 for the Warriors, Alex and Julian.
Methinks Benetrix had a very nice Costado 2-ball coming.
And Alex, like usual, working quickly. High hard backhand there. Alex takes off for the rebote, saves it up at the 7 line. Benny picks it up at the 10. Alex Costado, it's a drop shot, dropped into the pad. 2-2, tied up.
Alex really trying to slip that drop shot in there. Benny and Benetrix are both pretty fast. If he threw it just perfectly, may have scored, but got to clear the pad.
Julian shoots another cortada. This one crosses the wall. Benny juggled it. Juggling the call. That's 3 points now for the Warriors.
Tough one when it's coming off the side wall like that. Very difficult to make this catch.
Yeah. Catch inside there by Julian, sends the backhand up. Then he runs around it to keep it on the left side. Julian now at the 11. High and hard, looking to pass. Benny takes it in. This one right on the wall, tough grab. Benny sends it up. Now Julian, backhand. Hard to the inside. Benny lets that one pass. Benetrix on the rebote, drops it inside. Now Julian. Benny picks it off at the 12. Back inside. Look at Alex flying. Catch at the 9 line. He plays it deep. Picked off the side wall. And he again steps up. He's at the 11. Sends it high and deep. Takes Julian out of it. Alex alone for the rebote. This one dropping up the middle. Benetrix runs under it. Shoots it inside. It's scooped up. Julian returns the backhand. Benny handles off the side wall. Powerful throw. Julian tip ball. Trading points here, it's 3-3.
Pretty evenly matched. I mean, just across the board.
That's right on. Perfect throw by Benny. Julian from the 10, backhand inside, cut off. There's Benetrix. Julian climbed the wall, let it pass. Now Alex saves the rebote. Benetrix again up at the 6, floats this one out of reach, drops it into that corner. Alex, powerful save. But Benetrix not gonna let it pass. Backhand to the outside. It's in, it's dropping. Alex saves it, opens up as a 2-wall. Benetrix from the outside, sidearm.
Look at Alex again.
Stopped along the net, and the return scores. That's 4 points for Alex and Julian.
Guess Benetrix may have seen something that the judges can't. Judges can't call something that they don't see. That's why players don't have
here.
whistles.
Sidearm carom. Yeah. It's asking for a juggle.
No, the judge.
It's not, you know.
If the judge had slow-mo, maybe, but it wasn't.
It's got to break the plane.
The plane.
I mean, that's close. Yeah, not going to call it if you don't know for sure. What a stop there by Julian along the wall. Big backhand follows. Benetrix out, turns it up at the 7. Benny, nice play deep in the backcourt. Floats one up. Julian steps around it. Here's the forehand now. Right up the middle. Benetrix, great body control, makes the catch, fires it back to Julian. He ducks out of the way. Alex comes back to save the rebote. Benny, low runner. Julian right there. 11 line, high and hard to the inside. That's coming way out. Benetrix turns it powerfully. Right into the corner again. Now Alex on the rebote. Catch by Benetrix. Julian, nice stop overhead from the 11 line. Pounds it inside. Hits dropping low. Benetrix picks it up off the floor. Benny again, this time beyond the 13 line. To the inside. It's dropping. Now Julian. Big backhand. That one on the numbers. Benetrix off his footing, lays it up. Alex comes in. Just chooses to pass, but it's a big backhand. Benetrix up at the 5 line, gets back in there. Now Julian. 3-wall play. Benny steps in front of it, saves the rebote. Scoop by Alex, inside placement.
What a scoop
by Benny, a high one. Alex to the inside again. Benny runs around it. The backhand stays low. On the wall, Julian picks it right off and sends it deep. Benny not going to let it pass in that corner. Makes the catch. This one opens up. Alex waiting for the middle of the court. Turns it to the outside. Benny gets there. Shoots it over Alex's head. Takes him out of it. Julian set up for the rebote. All alone, he makes the save. Drop shot. Both Warriors there. Alex comes away with it. Big backhand again. Benetrix stays up at the 4 line and sends the rebote. Julian cuts it off at the 11 to the inside. Now Benny. His backhand comes shooting off the back wall. Turned by Alex, scooped up by Benny. Julian from the 11 line. Benny handles at the 12. And blasts this one. Takes him out of it. Alex sends the rebote at Benny's feet. Again, he's all alone at the 10 line. Plays it up the middle. Alex, another chance. Goes for the 3-wall play this time. It lands in. Benetrix with a diving save. That is in play. Outside placement will score. What an effort there. But a 5th point goes to the Warriors. They have a possible set point. Wow.
Tremendous play.
Individual effort. Not going to see one better than that.
Just phenomenal. And you could see it.
Look at this save.
So
It's in the
Benetrix
net.
calls him off.
Oh, my.
And then we've seen something similar with another player throwing it right back at him at the outside.
What a match so far. High energy. And always, you know, with these young French front quarters that have been on the Devils side, and you got Alex out there who always pushes the pace too. These matchups have been fun.
Speed-wise, Alex is worth any 2 players on the roster.
Yeah, for sure. Benetrix takes that serve, 2-wall, to score.
Wow.
That's 4 now for the Devils. They get one back.
Yeah, he took that with authority and threw it with authority. I mean, that's Alex has got no soft serve coming in there. Great key was committed. And caroms it right off of the side. Well, look at that. Yeah. Beautifully done.
Hard serve, Julian makes a play on it in the backcourt. Forehand to the inside. Benetrix able to cut it off. He blasts it. Kicking up and out. Alex alone for the rebote. Plays it back inside. Benetrix again. Another powerful backhand. Comes up to the 7th line. Alex turns it, puts it on the wall. Benetrix climbs it, comes down. Bote turned over the top. Alex cuts it off high on the left side. Backhand comes in low. Benny steps up. Backhand, that's a bullet. Julian, leaping grab up at the 12 line. Julian up a little further now. Comes with the forehand. Benetrix comes cross court, takes it in, puts it on the wall, and Julian handles. Sends it deep again. Rebote now for Benetrix, turned in off the side wall, and Julian makes another catch. His forehand stays low. Benny's got to get out for it. Rebote, he missed it. Point and set. Hard fought set going the way of the Warriors. 6-4. 2 minutes. We come back and play set 2.
You said it, hard fought. Hard fought and intense. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Brothers Alex there on the left, Julian on the right. Douglas, no relation.
Well, his brother on the opposing side, though, there, Benny, and I mean, both these backcourters have been playing so well. Julian and Benny giving them great support up in the front to allow these two to play their game, open it up, and make it exciting up there in the front court.
No question about it.
As you said, Benetrix and Benny, it's been a limited schedule for that team so far. I mean, everyone will play 10 matches, all doubles teams, but they've only played 4 so far. This is their 5th, so still half their season left after this match, and we only have a month left in the season. After today, it will be just 5 game days left for the Devils, so you're going to see Benetrix and Benny in every one of them. Flipping over here to the Warriors, though, that Alex and Julian team, I mean, this is already their 7th match of the year. 5 game days left, so you're going to be seeing them in about 60% of the remaining game days coming up for the Warriors. Been a strong team so far, led by Alex up there in the front, continues to kill the point at a high rate today.
In an exciting first set.
A little bit of consultation there, and then, let them relax. They played well that first set. Not really a whole lot to say. And these two, I mean, they know each other better than anyone else out there for the Warriors. So
I asked Julian if he was going to stick with the mustache.
Yes.
And I did get a yes.
Okay.
I did get a yes.
Different look. A couple guys switching it up. Nicholas had something earlier, but he seemed to
noticed
go
that,
with the.
did you?
Yeah.
He came in with a goatee. He went on the court without one. Personally, I think
Oh,
he's
he's
doing it just to make you nuts. Start questioning your observations.
Could have been.
He was just waiting for me to say, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I wouldn't do that to you.
Thank you, Stu.
You're welcome.
I've already got enough thoughts. I don't need those.
Don't need to question the ones you already have.
Second set, just about ready to get started here. Benetrix and Benny will have the serve. Remember, if Warriors win one of these next 2 sets now, they will win the game day. If the Devils come back, it ends in a tie. There's a serve. Set 2 is underway. Ooh, Julian keeps the forehand low. Benny all alone stops it deep in the corner. Julian high and hard. That one a little too high. Caught the screen. That's out of play. Benetrix and Benny get the first point of set 2.
About to say, Julian came out firing on all cylinders, man. Just tremendous power, but let that last one get away and hit the overhead screen.
Forehand stays low. Good pickup high on the left side of Benny. Alex, 2-all rebote, not enough. Benetrix takes a look, whips it inside. Julian, what a stop. 2-all rebote by Benetrix. That's 2 wide. Warriors get one back, and we're tied 1-1.
You get into the spirit of a point like that and the momentum of the point, and the 2-all. Well thrown. Good timing, just out of play.
Serve stays low. Benny handles from the 12 line. Alex has to dig out Herbote, puts it on the wall. Benetrix rips it off the side numbers. That one's dropping, Alex. It's a 2-all
with a soft touch.
It's dropping. Benetrix has got it. Shoots one inside. What a bullet.
My goodness.
That makes it 2-1. Favor of the Devils, they'll serve.
That was a high-energy, violent point. Backhand to the outside. Alex gets in a position to make the rebote, beautifully saved. Here's Benetrix, scopes out the court and just blasts it, crossing the wall, about the 11 line and scoring. Well done. Well done by everyone.
Hard serve, Julian had to take it on the forehand. Benny ducks, Benetrix sets up for the rebote, puts it on the wall. Julian tip ball. Lead opens up to 2. Benetrix and Benny serve.
Yeah, Julian has been spot on as far as his catching. Again, this ball was coming pretty fast, took a big bounce. He is stopping them, just not that one.
Julian takes Benny out of it. Benetrix looking for the rebote, still going from the 5 line, whips it inside. Julian has to step in front of this one, saves it. Look at Benny, good read, comes back cross court. Julian from the 11 line, hard inside. Benetrix goes up. This one right along the numbers. Julian stops it, then sends it deep. Long rebote, Benetrix stops at the 5 line. This one sticks inside. Julian on the bounce now. Again, comes in low, but Benny scoops it right up. Going to the inside, Benetrix, tough stop, backhand from the 9, floated up, out of reach. Now Alex on the rebote, that clears. Benny over the top, this one dropping. Julian from the 9 line to the inside. Benny's got it. Now Benny from the 13 line, forehand, crossing. Julian steps out of the way. Alex saves another rebote. Benny on the right side, crosses the wall. That comes up on Julian quick, and it barely reaches, but it's in play. Benetrix, that's a carom. Alex
what
stops
a read.
it. Forehand scores. Read it the whole way. That's a second one for the Warriors.
Alex read that beautifully, was perfectly in position to catch it, but I'm going to tell you something. Benetrix, okay, so he throws the carom. Alex is committed. He makes the catch. Look at Alex here. He blasts it back in. Benetrix is trying to catch that. And Alex forehand from the outside, only about 12, 15 feet away from him.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be in the same building with that.
That one caught the corner. This time that still comes down with the ball. Backhand, that's rifled into the corner. Comes out, turned by Alex. Benetrix steps behind it. Quick bounce to the inside. Oh, look at Alex reaching down low. Now Benny back beyond a 13, sends it deep. Robote down for Alex, turned up at the 7 line. On the bounce, Benny backing up, scoops it up high. Benetrix now from the 8, blasted into the corner. Robote left side, turned by Alex, up the middle. Now Benny. Tough forehand, 8, Julian up, but he comes away with the ball. Now Benetrix from the 6, drops one inside. Alex came up on him quick, handles. Now Benny. Long Robote, Alex sticks with it, sends it higher to the inside. Benny steps up, low backhand return. Julian thought about it. Alex, last line of defense, has to make that save. Now Julian, fake the outside placement, put it back inside. Benetrix waits for it up at the 9 line. Then powers the backhand return. Robote turned by Alex, caught on the left side of Benetrix. Another long Robote, Alex to the inside. Benetrix now a Costado to the outside. That scores. 4-2 lead for the Devils.
With Alex standing out there. Wow, that's bold.
Yeah, it was from the middle of the court more and then straight outside.
And also back. He's
Yeah,
what, back?
I mean,
The
no,
8 line there?
He's a little deep. I mean, well beyond the 7 line, which is the service line there. Well, that serve opened way up. Julian keeps it low on the return, but Benny along the side wall, scoops it right up. Benny goes up high for it, backhand. Comes shooting off the back wall. Alex turns it. Benny waits for it again. Oh, what a grab by Julian, leaping on the right side, puts it on the wall. Benny handles on the bounce again. Benetrix takes off, that's cutting inside, just gets enough on it, and Julian, late notice, comes away with it. It's a Karam. Scoop by Benetrix, great body control. Back to Julian though, leaping grab inside. Now Benny, low runner, catch by Julian. Here's the backhand return. Caught by Benny. Slows things down, that's a big backhand taken up at the 5 line, whipped inside. Benny now for the Robote. Makes the save. Julian running out of space. Not going to get it. That is 5 points and a possible set point for Benetrix and Benny.
Benetrix stretching out his knee. A little bit of a limp, but he's not asking for any type of injury timeout, not paying too much attention to it. Just trying to like shake it off.
Julian again, ducks down, forehand inside. Benetrix turns it over the top. Julian now up at the 9. Even lower this time, picked up. Here's Benetrix right off the side wall. Ball tipped by Benny. .53 here, still a possible set point for Benetrix and Benny. Benny reaching up high, controls it on the left side, backhand on the wall, pulled in by Julian. Robote kind of opens, Julian goes to the ground, it's a 2-wall, Benetrix makes the stop, sends it low, oh, but Alex comes cross-court, lines it up, makes a beautiful catch. Now Benetrix turns to Robote. Alex right to the Costado. It's a 2-wall.
Great
Benny
read by
tracks
Benny.
it down, comes over the top. Oh, but feeds Julian. His right side stays even lower. Benny in front of it, saves Robote.
Beautiful
Out
throw.
of the inside, that's a long run for Alex. Sweeps it up. Benetrix up at the 5, hard to the inside. That's scooped up by Julian and keeps the set going. That one dropping Alex on the forehand. Cortada scooped up by Benny. What a play. That one's on the numbers. Alex just flicks it up. Benetrix picks it up high from the 8. Sends it deep. Robote coming back out to the 6, turned inside. Now Benny steps in front of it again, saves Robote, but feeds Alex. Inside placement, scooped up by Benny. Came up on him quick. Then Julian climbs the wall and comes down with the ball. Julian blind catch overhead from the 12 line. Drops it inside. Benetrix runs around it. Here's the forehand. Comes to Julian again. This one kicks off the side wall. Benny. Now Julian from the 10 line, kicking up inside. Really Benny reaching up way high, makes the play. Benetrix still going. He's at the 3 line, turned inside. Scoop again by Julian. Backhand 2-wall. Came up on Benetrix. He cut it off, put it inside, and it scores for the set. Devils win it 6-3, 2 minutes. We have a third set to decide this match and the game day, Stu.
Wow, what a finish.
Oof.
So I heard a whisper that it wasn't an injury, that it's a cramp.
Oh.
I'm good.
Well, played hard in that first match. I mean, against Julian, went to a third set, and again right here, another match going to a third set.
Load him up potassium.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to get some fluid, you know, if you're cramping, you know.
It happens in announcing too, the thumb.
Oh.
The thumb. Get those thumb cramps from sliding the microphone on and off?
Well, we have a different setup, so not as often, but...
That's right.
You know.
That's right. That happens. And also I'm considerably older.
I just have consistent shoulder pain on the left side. That's the difference.
What's that from again? Is that that ping pong injury, or that was the knee?
No, that was the knee.
That was the knee.
Long, yeah.
That ping pong injury.
Still feeling it. Still.
Requiring the 2-year-long application of heat. Here's some replays.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of these. Great scoop up there by Benetrix on the outside.
Powerful throw on the return.
On that forehand
Look at the concentration on Alex's face. Lets it pass to Julian. Julian's spot on with the catching. They're all locked in, all 4 of them, all locked in. But that's the first time where you see Benetrix go, hey, something doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Oh, calf.
And you see Echeberry getting in there, too.
And what have we seen? Have we not seen, who was it, Ron? Or Ron? Who else?
Well, I mean, it was that
Ron
one season. It was
Migarena?
Migarena, Ron, Ferrunda. All those guys were dealing with calf injuries, and that's a pretty common one. What we're hearing is this could be the play where he
throws it and he immediately reaches for it. Cramp might be generous, but let's hope it's not one of those calf injuries that we saw. Wow. He's tough. I mean,
with the game day too, Stu, I mean, you see the score 3-2 in favor of the Warriors. So the Devils, if they win this set, they come back and end it in a tie. I mean, they need Benetrix here. See what he's got. Trying to gut this one out. He's got Benny behind him, who's caught just about everything so far today. Critical third set here to decide the game day. Alex and Julian with the serve to begin set number 3.
Our third and final set for the game day.
We are ready to begin our final set of the game day. Alex and Julian serve to Benetrix and Benny. There's the serve. A powerful serve there to begin set number 3. Alex on the inside from the 9, comes over the top. What a scoop there by Benny. Came up on him. Julian whips it inside. Benetrix takes it right off the side wall in the air. Alex has to come back, sends it high. Benetrix able to run under it. From the 7, blasts the backhand. It's caught on the side wall. What a play by Julian. Coming way out. Benetrix still going at the 3 line. Whipped inside. Scoop. Clean miss. Robote saved by Alex. Here's Benny. 10 line. Riding the sidewall. Julian goes up for it. Makes the catch. Blasts another one. It's coming way out to the 5 line. Turned outside.
Alex is right there.
Alex is there. He scoops it. It lands in Benny able to make the catch outside. His cortada scooped up by Julian. Benny now from the 8. Right into that corner. Alex turns another rebote. Benny inside. Scoop by Benny there in the corner. That one dies. Alex just kind of flicks it up. Benetrix moves in. Victor Costado just floats the backhand up. Passes Julian. Alex got to get for another rebote. Right to Benny now. 3-wall play. Alex turns it 2 walls. Benetrix makes the stop. That forehand scoop by Alex. Alex's forehand caught in the air right off the side wall. Alex again back over the top. Here's Benny. 10 line. Go to the inside. Julian keeps it on the left. Sends it deep. Benetrix to the inside. Julian clears some space. Sends the forehand. Now Benny all alone. He's got to get out for the rebote. Plays it
Stays
high.
inside.
Alex cuts it off. This is coming way, way out. Benetrix at the 2 line. Turns it outside. It scores.
Gracious. Did he hit him or just the cesta?
First point of our 3rd set goes to Benetrix and Benny. Boy, I mean, fed this rebote, turns it outside, and just doesn't have a lot of time to react to it.
So we see Alex there. I don't know if the ball hit him or the ball hit the cesta and the cesta hit the leg. I'm not sure which.
Julian again with that forehand, stays low. Benny ducks. Benetrix sends it up high on the bounce. Julian controls it along the side wall. Now Benny back beyond a 13. This one's coming out. Rebote for Alex. Turned inside. Benetrix waiting for it up at the 9. Right up the middle. Benny over Alex's head. Off the side wall. Right to Julian. And he goes deep again. Julian out of the way. Alex turns the rebote right to the left side of Benetrix. Oh, runner on the numbers. Julian didn't want it. Alex has to come back for it. Benny traps the right side. 3-wall play. Alex in the middle of the court. Sends it right back to him. Alex high to the inside. Benny let that one pass. Saves rebote, but Alex steps in front of it. Shoots a cortada low and hard. Benny got it before the second bounce. Oh, that one clipped the wall. Benetrix able to step in the middle of the court. Low runner, now Julian. Long rebote. Benetrix whips one inside. Julian ducking. Not a lot on it. Alex really dug that one out. Benetrix attacking. It's a drop shot. Got the first bounce and the second that scores. 2-0 lead for Benetrix and Benny here.
The intensity of the point is just, well, it's almost indescribable. Because again, Alex, that bounced out of his
that was
cesta.
close.
I mean,
It looks like he got there. Yeah.
He did get there. He did get there. He just wasn't in a position to establish control of the ball, but he got there.
Julian gets that serve on the right side. Crosses the wall right off the bat. Benetrix left side rebote save. Julian charging in. It's a carom. Oh, it doesn't open. Benetrix from the outside sends it back in. It scores. 3-0. Benetrix and Benny serve.
Conservative play, Harden inside, working. Again, Julian's made some fantastic catches all day long on that left side. But Benetrix has scored at least 2 with this.
Big backhand. Benetrix blasts it. Roll to wall. Ooh, soft touch on the rebote. Benetrix able to come cross court. Backhand to the outside. It's in. Not a lot on it. Alex sends it in the pad.
Alex tried to thread the needle with that one. I mean, the outside placement of the backhand has been working for Benetrix. He's thrown a couple of them, and it's worked well for him. You see, he could just throw it straight back, but no, he throws it to the outside. Alex is fast enough to get out there, trying to get it inside, but caught the pad.
Alex takes the serve, splitter, that splits him up. Warriors get their first here in set 3. They'll serve.
Split placement scored perfectly.
Hard serve, Benny's got it right as it crossed the wall. They turn by Alex up the middle. Benny now from the 11 line. Hard to the inside. Julian reaches up deep in the backcourt. Benetrix all alone. Robote caught off by Alex. That's a tough play. Benny, that one dropping in the corner, picks it up off the floor. Forehand stays low inside. Benny ducks. Benetrix comes back for the Robote. Now Julian. From the 10 line, high and hard, Benny. Back to Julian's forehand. Gets this one on the bounce. Benny scoops it right up, backing up. This opened up. And not sure what that bounce was, but the Robote is not going to make it. That is 5 points. A possible set and a possible match point here for Benetrix and Benny. Yeah, I mean, what did that hit? Hit the corner, opened up, but then it stays inside here. Which
exactly. Alex does what he can. You see the judge go, hands up.
You would really expect that one to open up more to the net, right? I mean,
the front court judge certainly did.
Possible match point here for the Devils. Benny steps up in position for the Robote, saves it to the inside. Julian Costado, 2-wall. Wow, that's a good one. Keeps the match going here. That's 2 points and the serve.
It worked for him in singles. Very nice. The backcourt Costado 2-0. We don't see that often. This is well executed by Julian.
Benny back at the 13. Alex stops it along the wall. Backhand 2-wall is out of play. Point, set, and match. Benetrix and Benny win the final 2 sets and tie up this game day 3-3. We'll hear from our winners, Benetrix and Benny, in just a few moments.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
It's our game day score now, reflecting that win by Benetrix and Benny. Devils down, but never out of this game day. They come back and end it in a 3-3 tie. We have our winners over in the DraftKings Players Cage with me, Benetrix and Benny. Congratulations, guys. Benetrix now 4-1 this season. What's it been like playing with Benny and developing this team?
Oh, you know, first of all, to play with Benny is very, very cool, very chill. I'm very happy to be with him. Yeah. I'm not his boyfriend, but you know, I really like to play with him. So it's pretty amazing and pretty cool.
Yeah, Benny, I mean, you guys were down 3-0 in this game day about an hour and a half ago, and you end with half a point in the game day. How critical was it to just come away with something on this game day?
Yeah, it was a very critical half point. You know, especially after losing the first 3 matches of the game day, coming back, you know, and tying the game day, you know, means that, you know, we're always in it no matter what. And especially being at the bottom of the leaderboard, you know, any points we can get is good. So.
Awesome, guys. That was a great performance. Big 3-set win for you. Congratulations, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at our standings here before we depart. And as the guys mentioned there, another half a point there for the Devils. Now 3.5 still at the bottom, but they bring themselves within 1 point of the fourth and final playoff spot. That's going to do it for us today. We appreciate you joining us. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. for some more Battlecourt Jai-Alai. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you then.